some and so Barbara Bournemouth more in the EPL. Amazing. They have Brentford and so. Now, people say Liverpool players on the year and on the because with all the stars, with all the cash injection, it looks like Liverpool still has a and normally a lot of the fans it's the Liverpool team. They are Luis Diaz scoring now. There is Salah, is he happy? In fact, in some of the baby Potoji, me Potoji for some time your message goes sending me. Over now, yeah. Potoji can somebody to also 4. Omo recruitment no. Also be a creative team no mumbo. But I say the other condemns there. Is it Ukraine who be team no mumbo. Ni na hon some and so high your neighbor. Asante go in Africa na nya kra. But what could they asabu. But they say the major talking point Abrante even abeta mo Asante go aton no. Na savuduku echechemu. The Black Queens of Ghana boycott training. See, and Jomzika Moma, Omonyado Bay training, no, Nomdia game any boy in the WAFCON qualifiers. Now, reports being Yansa Minister Shea, Mose, Ombabo Momumunjai, na Yabania 2 years, Eddie Abasaba Bobo. Sansam no Enokre. Na me said the PR for the ministry tanku denies the minister and yes an your kind ni nyina ho nsam ha di ebremo ojumadi so the Ghana Premier League and also room na yahwe ho nsam Nations FC asaki coaches ni nyina. In fact after even some we need but it was a hard fought win almost coaches ni nyina anko na the things that Park Febi might be taking over and also ho nsam e wa ha ye dey eba room Ghana Football Association after qualifying to the World Cup. What next? Otuado will not be sacked. He will lead Ghana to the 2026 World Cup. Way every cat years of Kreku Nasya neba. In fact, okay we are. I was in Namutanasi. And also baby Obiasi and Pam Otuado. And in fact, now a justifiable call. Say and Pam Otuado now one qualify for the AFCON. I'm keeping faith with the coach. Abo Humadi Hayama. Coach in the World Cup qualifies him, and now we are going to the World Cup. It's almost say on Noah and a person Diako and so I say a better mistake pa to Sakutuado. A way only the Bogas as him we Ninano yet the Honsam and so but fellows of Osukwachi or no and a minister in charge of government communications and also Honsam Ohio Deba. The calls to bring the day you back. Sa calls no I want some to say. Nina no si room na ya share esansam no Andy Garcias say we got the mabojuma brutal mabojuma de mabobia still was the studio near me still amabobisa record me 2 kwanya mbiza mu studio ya che ade studio ba ko mache dodo mache too much yeah right, okay. Chavo. Now Liverpool, but what you think, Gache?
I think last week or baby, and now Obe responding message back. Now boutique, meaning I no enumerate boutique.
Boutique is what I'm a catcher and manage club each time. The catcher and say, Omu team no, baby. If I don't say. They were lucky. Games don't win, you know. Obviously, fire be a no. Naga crowd, but some bomb or near Arsenal games no winning, you know. Any games on winning, we are dear pa. But nothing, no me Ritz, a getiki. It looks like partnerships, and that's a cohesion. Suddenly, was I know what you're on in your gra. A jetting you, and you're jetting your gra.
When I tell you, we don't know the permanent about.
Also, when you go see Kurat into me,
I don't know the permanent about.
Now, Bandak is where Bandak in a own.
Chavo.
But they say Manchester United no some bomb us. Always on run. Man, you was a child was you was a child every day.
Liverpool.
Was a Liverpool, Sunderland. Teams now so they say Chelsea will be more Man, you will be more corner. But Chelsea is world champions are world champions. World champions world champions. Is a mouse and when Chelsea podcast you almost say almost Maresca. That's the day. You know world champion. You know go do Obviously, a Champions League George come second and you one champion. That's I say. It didn't in every room. Yeah, show them. Listen, we can do koye.
Oh, nyamia dum bibia de.
Oh, yeah.
Bibia kodi.
Ah, bibia boko. Bibia boko. Yeah, say bibia be.
Na fe dia se de mo league intemu.
If you are the engine in Tabat, we have a J.
In fact, off air, come on,
by a J.
In fact, off air, come on,
oh, by a J.
In fact, off air, come on,
Legally. No, but the truth is that currently, as it stands, Arsenal are the best defense in Europe.
Yeah,
true.
What I say, Arsenal are the best defense in Europe. And it looks like the defense now has not been the problem. And I think Andrew Bertane Ateta Kaboom no my idea because
squad debt
you be because you say you could get pray can integrity and Saliba and Maris Kaba Maris Mosquera. That guy is good. I don't know why I like that guy that much. Oh, your team the debt no hunting. I don't know boy. Yes, I can injuries so can you more for because your baby.
Yeah.
But then Yeni Jane say Eze, the former team. No, the difference between the two teams. What I say. So it was good. Joka is not say out of but
I say Onuntino, my defense no make it up for AU carries now. Chama team into Atenano. Arsenal about 13 matches this season. You must a clean sheet. 13 matches played by Arsenal so far in the season. 10 of them, Arsenal keep a clean sheet. Meaning say Masone and Yahumbia. And I chair my Wahumbia. Me who say season we Arsenal conceded more than one goal in a game.
And only 3 games I conceded that. In fact, I never come for Barcelona 4 months by. You gave me Atletico Madrid boy. No Atletico Madrid coming into that game. The number of goals they were scoring.
Yeah.
Arsenal, Omnium boy, Arsenal keep it clean sheeter. As I show me the number of goals.
Atletico Madrid were very much in the game. 40 minutes of the way.
Yeah.
40 minutes now show me 3 goals. Papa now 3 goals nesu. And I think the way Arsenal are solid at the back, you know. Chama Metimaka said the difference between Arsenal and Liverpool neno mo backline.
Yeah.
Backline is solid.
The Kaiser say we will resume maybe.
Me resume.
We resume Liverpool for no concern. I say we consider we are winning. Okay, so we need careful because the one must consider no. So we stop them from scoring more goals.
Yes.
I'm to be winning games. Mekai any message made you put you guys and any Liverpool for you Kwagula no why mentionka on Liverpool we lose on mommy na say
Kwagula na need you feel if
no
na don't take you obviously no tease
na motivational speaker some of the drama
I sad here so lose so no munim say so we no mkonya over Frankfurt na ebe the turning point. Bomu ba fie na Brentford chiomo to no mu dom sa bom minim. And
yesterday season, you know, first 5 league matches. Now as a Liverpool ajiu.
Aye.
At that point, German only 5 points above Arsenal.
I don't know who know. They led Arsenal 5 points
yes.
very early in the season. But today Arsenal is leading them.
Arsenal lead you by 19 points. That be more than 19 points, more than 4
points.
Arsenal 22. And Liverpool are 15 points. One more. Liverpool 7 points. Liverpool 15 points. You know, it came from their first 5 matches, and the last 4 matches. You know,
19 and got the course. Next day, I'm the one who's able to do 19.
Chairman, the question is. And let me tell you, one of the podcasts I know can say team Nigeria League, you know, as a must say team, no.
Oh, and the question,
and on my dear, say Liverpool board that no on level now on board last season, Krana, it may not be good enough for them to win the league. I'll tell you why. Last year, Liverpool G League, you know, with 85 points. In recent times, 85 points, you know. Especially other teams may drop levels
no dropping.
Because the whole teams are winning 88 points around your league.
On all Liverpool, so
97 around your league. It is only 85.
95 97 around your league.
And when you're 92 as well, a city 93. And to the 85 by the league. It is a one year deal. It is 1% without the league, you know, at Waswa. You need to play at the level or even above that. But surprisingly, chairman, last season, Liverpool LUC only 4 matches in 38 games. But over the team table, no. Last season, only 4 matches, no. You bought 9 matches in the season so far. Chairman, Olusu 4 matches. Team last season, you know, Olusu just 4 matches, no. 9 matches into the new season, no, they've lost 4 matches. The same number of games they lost in 38 matches last season.
But you can say, Arsenal ball City draw. Over after Liverpool now win over Arsenal, over leading Arsenal 3. And Arsenal ball draw against City and Liverpool winning.
Yes.
And over leading Arsenal 5.
5, yeah.
What you say? You have 9 games, so Arsenal we bear 5. Normally, the Arsenal 5 points.
Yeah, 5 points.
9 weeks into the, Arsenal leading 7. Yeah, so that's how bad Liverpool. I'm not dropping too many points.
Yeah, 12 points in that process. Arsenal pick it all 12.
All 12.
So lose all 12. Until we take 5 now, bear 7 difference.
Yeah, bad.
One Liverpool for Intiemi. There is a trend that my catch room say, "Oh, baby, they are Manchester United." And then Liverpool started so more dwindling, United started so more pay. My say, "Oh, here United, Liverpool." There is that thing. It is very difficult so every title, despite how big they are. Liverpool again in your team and recent time or Jilek they defend it. Me or imagine recent time when defend it. And today defending the league was always going to be difficult. Then again, the fact that Manchester United a pejano is also a problem for Liverpool. Because anytime Liverpool a peja bebribia, na United dafem. Say United also a peja, na Liverpool so a dafa because entrance so because you're league, for all these years in their existence, it is very difficult. So we say ball liga, Liverpool United a rare occasions now and looking at what United are also doing, so Oman here say chairman say Sesko no hu so become boy money your friend say Kunya no so hu so the team will be deadly. They will be deadly because boy money ball nobody. Man who didn't see another Arsenal for the chairman ball nobody. I never expected him to play that much, but to actually say who's that make up African players playing at Manchester United, and clearly I think he's doing very well. And chairman yeah King, we had the most informed team in the Premier League: Aston Villa, Arsenal, Man United. Oman winning 3 on a row for the first time for a very long time, and also 4 at home. The man win more important. So we had Brighton. Only team are not more United by recent time. The last 6 are chairman no more share every venue. A move 5 na Brighton at home. The last 3 trips are not Brighton. They are Old Trafford. No match at Manchester United. It's a game na make us say I don't see United winning. So I'm here off by Brighton best show. But how they won the game? It means
United went 3 up.
3 up.
Yeah.
And how they won, and we knew some Monebia, Danny Welbeck will be able to score. Of course, they were on target, but the way United a winning game in early, Chairman, it shows that they are coming for early days here, though. But I think that Arsenal, people mind Jelly in a padia, as you free Premiership no more. Because everything is pointing out from beginning of the season. I mean, your say 100 year at the top level, more Champions League, 100 victory. More say, tell me to meet Atletico de Madrid. And now Arsenal, there is one thing they see, some big teams or money or more bar. I saw more fun so easy.
Yeah, Arsenal so big
yes.
teams.
Because last season, almost Madrid, people thought it was a fluke. PSG a hell of a match. Of course, PSG you are moving. They were eventual champions. It means that they played very well. And this season, almost started. Yes, sir. The IM then say, although Joe Carey is not getting what we need, but the team was so much quality. They still find a way to get there. When Raya is in the first goal, let's hope that not goals. Other goals will be coming. I'm sure that third time so because Spanish coach they say good. They are guys who really learn. And before me coach they say more attachment until we heard say Real Madrid coach currently and I make catch say obey me man because omusua there for a long time and some more being man. And the chairman everything points out to that because baby Liverpool are way. Na some motiwana some baby you chairman there you know will become
Liverpool they sell league near Liverpool they say come see this season league United need City don't grab if you know someone leading just Liverpool just 1 point. Let's not forget Liverpool now can answer he leading just 1 point. Arsenal leading table no also 5 point lead 4 point lead over Bournemouth. Bournemouth the second, Tottenham at the third. Tottenham need Arsenal 5 points and Ebasanti 22 Arsenal, Bournemouth 18, Tottenham 17. Sunderland 17. Sunderland, I mean, they are doing some great one there. Or Sunderland team, many Ejuma, but it looks like we'll be Sunderland, now but City, and now United, Azana, Liverpool to table no at the horn. Now in the Clasico.
Shit Manchester United more. Chairman, Manchester United are above Liverpool. Let's please on record. So we Premier League table Andy. Manchester United that say the 6th, Liverpool that 7th. 1 point above a Liverpool. Manchester United any Man City a level on points. Manchester United are only 1 point away from a top 4. Because the gap between top 4 and Manchester United no just 1 point to pay. Chairman, we are talking about Manchester United supporters and debate me account say na sports shows tie ya de mo. Say do Monday say near Babetena senior bear sports Manchester United supporters and say especially Benima Suntino. Na sports tie ya mo papa. Mekai so mo kolusu 3-0 to Man City. Omlusu 3-0 to Man City no. And mo be fi be share Chelsea by 2-1. Our next game was an away game to Brentford. And at Brentford, I say Manchester United by 3-1. Chairman, at that point, the talk in town is that I was at Manchester United, that's like Amorim. Okay.
Yeah.
And at Manchester United owners in the back say Debbie. I'm the almost a woman in 3 years. But when somebody give you that vote of confidence, and some do Numa Ebakino. Since a woman coach in this vote of confidence, Chairman, was Sunderland. Because Sunderland win a fluke. But I'll check the Premier League table. No, Sunderland and it so for Manchester United to beat Sunderland or no air second or Sunderland or 4th on the league table. No, HSS win no, then bad. Again, or shares our game New Year. No, Manchester United next game was a difficult game away to Liverpool Anfield. Venue na Manchester United winning game what that since 2016. A free 2016 urban crown. A last season pet and Manchester United call Shegu Ombo A22. From 2016 urban, Chamabekaya 2021-2022 season, Manchester United call Anfield. Equity 7-0. And for them to go to Anfield and beat Liverpool by 2-1, Chairman, that was a statement. And not just a statement, now the first time at Manchester United winning a 2 consecutive game from last season to this season. Maso de Dikaka. The next game na twaso Maso can say 5. The last 7 meetings between Manchester United and Brighton, now Manchester United we need just 1 pay. No lose 6. And for them to reverse that trend and beat Brighton by that margin, I just say Manchester United time and then koyina na ye bo mochi say said ye koyi and I think say omuhia baso body the mania jamu omo say chairman na Brandon Mbemu any Matthias Kun and Timinche. A players are only 35 Premier League goals and about Manchester United. Brandon Mbemu last season as 20 goals. Matthias Kuna as 15. Omumia Nungwa as 35 goals. But in the first 5 games in the season, na yeshada unso Emma 2 players say Brandon Mbemu and then Matthias Kuna so the first goal for Manchester United. And I think they say there. Did you win coaching here Mwajuma?
Well, they say, Andy, Eddie remember in the Clasico, there's a course. Andy, the whole seminar, but we catch a video that say, Real Madrid, Barcelona. So there be Barcelona, Real Madrid, why Barcelona this season? I'm just one who buys in every year and a bobo. Undine, Umtimitaki, oh, okay, see. Almost on 2 defenders. No, they just on the ball. Don't say, what's wrong with number 7? You be so stop from scoring. No, a problem. But Regis Libri, Medina say Regis Libris. And I can say Regis Libri, a penny, French name, Sunderland coach, very young guy. Also for Lorient by FC Lorient and a call Sunderland. Now this Sunderland, say Sunderland league table no. Omuda say 3rd, 4th, Sunderland. Omuda 4th after Spurs. Yes, Omuda Spurs with the same points. Yeah. In fact, Omuda rise by ever 2nd. Yeah. That time na Bournemouth in Yamoy. Na a Spurs in Yamoy. Omuda 2nd after beating Chelsea. Oh, na is on to be a kind of say wakwe say almost the new most of the sun fire. The new Arsene Wenger. Obviously the job on the side title say or talent of sporting hidden gems. Gems in GEMS. Gems. The gem. Hitting gems. Oh, say Uzo Boha in Bob, baby, Bobie, Chede Uno. As a son of a son who plays on toy. 15 players, I'm in a toy. Now, my vocal was seminar. Monzo Ghana teams in Yano. Ogas Muto players of the Sunderland for Sanum Toy. Mamma Boto Sunderland at Ted. Mamma Toby Bibino. What I say? You will be some questions. I'll say. Omonomu free a year about championship neighbor. And Okako said Chelsea. And that's how big he say how big their win. The world champions, Omashomo, and Onsam, and so, but Nakasias, we also said no, Real Madrid, Jumano. Oh, German. Now, Mbappe did not say penalty.
Now, honestly, born I can't mention here. He don't say no, no.
Panawe, yes, 90 years, Nabu years, and when your penalty, you know about them. No, no, Muslim, you also want to talk.
One of their days. Because no, they had every game they were going to win. They were favorites, clear. But I think, sir, Omono, Chemomunya Basa, Muntumentino. I want because maybe. Oh, but say rare okay to say beyond best 4-3-4 at Arsenal. That is what they need because send Basa players at the buy the other way around they would have, but they did very well because season which more form. All the games of my 13 games, or more we need 12 our draw, and almost half of them, or more to make it quickly. So I think say Alonso is doing a great. You better quite a rem kakra. Say we be rem
okay, Andy Garcias, Eddie Crowman on India share in summer. Summer would do coaches in the players, no, or more kind reactions. I would do and also buy after games. You know, yeah, they some but in the El Clasico, Real Madrid they winning by 2-1 over Barcelona. Now, people say Lamine Yamal, what is happening? Lamine, where is the magic? You're too early in the season, say. Lamine, the business injuries, no? Have branch, you know. A business injuries, may have no, so you're down on yourself, get to a scorma, on size. Of what you say, you're true, you never too. You never take injury. Growing.
There be Nayasi when you're injured. Yeah, transfer me so am.
You're careful. On your careful, Lami. Basa for it down. So is it Rafina? One more. Dear Namasa, I need to say, maybe I do the Rasso no man done too. I'm called a Lamini. Okay, I think I know. You know some, and so Bamra and the Garcias, Eddie Remniasha Honsam no in the Syria. Napoli beating Inter Milan. You say, so Juventus against Lazio. And of course, German Bundesliga now is all by München. Almost shared by 3 goals to almost say Borussia Mönchengladbach. Eberhe said Bayer Leverkusen and so at the year Freiburg. And even Seminano into matches in the also. And of course, got French league in PSG. I mean again, almost good. So much at Brest 3 and so then now on some yeah the Banana the Biram just say Andy Casillas at the Aquamanoni near Goshe Amanone and some.
Are you ready? Are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to
Right here, Rumble live on Pure 95.7 FM live on the pay. We'll join it our Facebook, Pure FM TV on Facebook. No, once Elka latest, you didn't come again, Sadua, and of course over the weekend reactions. Ebano, yet who some about resource in the Edika Broswa, Nemo Mira and Yama, and also across on the pay. Mamin Shastia from Air Club and friends at Chelsea, and Sans Amon Legend now, Nidin Tiago Silva, Udum Saneba, Ebo Edema Chelsea, Omo Youth Air Team Diamante, and it's an opposite Tiago Silva, every Air Brazil, Macudano, Omangono, and so our Brazil Diamante, and it's our friend, your friend is Ego Air Silva, the attendance to Oko England, one Atun Saffron, Ever England, one you Air 15 Air Squad, and Sweat Yabano, and Ego Air Silva, and your Tiago Silva, Nebaba, and honestly a central defender, says Aquacabadiama, England, one more, and Farmer Air Brazil, national team, and later Saba, yet want some air to get Brian in Buamo Fanmami, not your new Manchester United is a branch of friends. Mbuamu Egusua, one aya Jumanicama Edema Club at France Manchester United. Na Brian Mbuamu Enye, Mami Fawen to Gas Unusako Premier League the year 2025. There is no aya player, that's a players are one goals, aya 20 Premier League goals are say 2 players per and a sign Brian Mbuamu, aya Alan Holland, and your Branta France Mohamed Aya Salah. When you on the front of Mbuamu, and your 20 Premier League goals directly, our 20 aya 25 say Mbuamu performance no was row, says August 20 Manju, and at Manchester United, I win 3 games and so the Atwaso, says Mami United, almost 5 matches now. Mami friend to us, the questions will be able to and it's how many points are United from the next 5 matches, and it's the next game no United everybody at Nottingham Forest, when we are in Tottenham Hotspur, not about any Everton, actually about Crystal Palace, not about West Ham United. So games Makuma and Numadia today would disappoint to say and United and Sabatina after Somo Eguso Amo winning matches and so Manchester United and your supporter now what Jenny Trino Unsa a branch ever did not come up pay some on your Baba Tuja Sada Obayunity Ayada Manchester United ever winning 5 matches at the Atwaso now the since Obeka Sasam no na Edimpa Edima Manchester United says also Guso Ateke na aka 2 more so the next 2 matches against Nottingham Forest against Tottenham Hotspur which is a Manchester United I win out 2 matches now a Branton Owen was queen so no Obako now just what you are unity I know Johnson so Adiaba yet Elmamun Ewa Jordan so Marcus Rashford Basa Planum so some Manchester United player Obolon and so our Basa and now Saturday timer na Basa team no answer travel Abepim Ewa Madrid for Clasico no the same time it was a Manju 1 match no answer was against Brighton na Rashford and ye but your cameras ne captain no so I want mobile phone so timer Okono na or monitor ayana club Manchester United and Brighton for game and and to him player now timer Okono mobile phone and I'm also cameras no answer captain there no or a game nibi and I know a player friends Rashford here they don't come yanko Arsenal nami goalkeeper friends David Ayaraya Makato was a keeper when name oil say no I know see winning some 90 minutes ayabo and so our football no Demeter say as the say Abrantia your friend said David Raya walk 9 solid hours on concede a goal and Arsenal goalkeeper no 9 hours of football and yet they said David Raya ball and so on the net and goalkeeper the one about so we go so Johnny Kama and so our Arsenal na Arsenal team na Kasankasa Mami Fawe and to say so Arsenal team no and said the month of October says adding said the month of October team be answer the ball at 2 Arsenal net and on a team Arsenal adding pa now Unu said there is no team we call the whole of October ball and so on the net team be a ball at on the net with a session of club here from Arsenal so far Bamunchin our Germany Unu so Buguswa one winning matches now one concede goals Arsenal the month of October, the whole month, ball and swim to Arsenal goalkeeper. Your friend said David Raya and to the net. Mami Fawe and to us Arsenal for a Domon Commando. So say Arsenal 16 Premier League goals. Watching the season, Mami Fawe and to us set pieces. 9 goals, penalties, 2 goals, open play goals. No, 5. Not just still. Opinion friend said Nico Jovac. No, we go so you want to come Edema Arsenal club. No, so 16 Premier League goals. 9 set pieces. 5 open play and 2 penalties and Arsenal wouldn't say now no can say Opta supercomputer no one projection so but I'm predicting say Arsenal it was 66.35% chance say Premier League no one at the betting pair and even Arsenal for iron so far one equal a chance of 66.35% so Arsenal for you know now I'm energy Premier League title and yet yɛte was Mami Mikel Arteta ɛno ɛyɛ ko yɛsɛ kochi ɛnso gu so ɛɛbɔ adwuma kama na Arteta Mami fa him then together ɔmo kɔbusa ne sɛ o club no same and as a difference no and say because as nneɛma nyinaa ɛnso ɔsesa ɛwɔ club ne mo na Arteta say adeɛ baako a as a time yɛn obira werɛfi nkɔmɔ ne yɛdi ɛna Arsenal wɔn defend yie wɔn set ɛyɛ pieces ɛyɛ goals nneɛma Arteta say wɔn ɛyɛ different baako a wɔn no ɛyɛ Arsenal supporters was a crowd no and so about no with a Arsenal so our game no Emirates even Arsenal akwa away crowd no one supporters kakra bako away saso no what is a team no babo one aye the day to no more and all supporters number so far said you almost started season and so them Arsenal kwa omo so one support a club na boa e and so ya kama e the team no and Arteta I don't know na our Premier League defenders one and so agi PFA player of the year no Mami aya Salas because enra yet say aya Jimmy Carragher enso din komobina or aya defenders omaji aya PFA player of the year you will be at say aya Paul McGrath Sanso and John Terry agi 204-205 yenya Virgil van Dijk 2018-19 season oje wouldn't say enra and open friends Jimmy Carragher atena say no dia to say Arsenal for agi Premier League title this season them it was a PFA player of the year no and was a call Edema branch friends Gabriel Maguires and according to Jimmy Carragher was it Arsenal etmedia pair a branch friends Gabriel Ejuma way in so far Edema Arsenal all deserve some obeji a PFA player of the year Saturday yenya aya Van Dijk yenya John Terry Mujibino I was a branch na your friends Gabriel one enso Henry Adiaba yet was some emamu enso Juma de Sona Mame club friends Bournemouth I will lead table so say Bournemouth from a club no enkofo and do na egusua wamu ebo eye coach na France Antonio Iraola wamu ebo na so wonu see start season Bournemouth elusu Zabanye wamu elusu eye Milos Kerkers wamu elusu Dean Hansen Donko Watara enso ejane out so nsu kopie mu ewo eye Brentford the attempt and say aside say manager no elusu sa eye players including eye ni goalkeeper and France Arisa Balaga still ever table so share a bomb of team no one to 18 points just opinion and so ya jumapa and I tiaka aya Sunderland coach on their friends Regis Libris yadi I can ask him that I am quite because opinion juma so ya so far no 15 new players aya Sunderland momentum qualifier from the championship ever PMO Premier League 15 new players but and I can say offer Premier League table one etoso aya 4 and tono so ya jumapa and aya Regis Libris and they didn't want some so to come in quite because our Juventus ejadem mami coach friends ugo tuto say eja enso gunichim pana only say Juventus club no wamu ako aye 44 days wamu winning match mami fan to say last 4 matches wamu team share go say offer aye Italian Serie A table na Juve etoso 8 offer UEFA Champions League table wamu toso aye 25 say almost say team na ka so transfer no identity no direction, no strategy, and no Juventus and manager na your friend say go to the onye you see pressure after say no we call lose 1-0 and last year say opinion no we answer the pressure go so ma debate and say I will consider say our friend some na Roberto Mancini we may say you so better go adena coach na friend say go to the air no we try na say ya e be kwa dia go better bia na oya won enye sabre ya and also make so met me so no na ankofa problem bia enso amfama enom demenzeka na for Vincent aya company mame na yedin koyo say company wupiemu ewo ba munchina edin pa say omunsun lose match so far games some abanyina no wo win every single game omun sweating ball and also chess manager na your friends Vincent company juma na me na report and opinion say Manchester City and omun so edi omani to from na report am say can say ekoba say Pep decide say want to adwani so biem and from Manchester City report am say can say sasa ebetimi Vincent company so far ya so come Manchester City City Sports Group on penny for no yes omaya convinced ejumana aye Vincent company aye enso ewo aye Germany no omaya convinced enti se Pep ekwa do be succeed no aye branch France Vincent aye company enum aye Germany say Liverpool aso aye say emoden ade Liverpool uye Liverpool supporter say aye Portogi no say boutique no oma mu ene Stevie mu emode ba wachemo say emoden enso de Liverpool na say the Christian Eddie Kakero last season 38 Premier League matches Liverpool elusu 4 this season 9 matches one elusu 4 if less to asomame enum aye Liverpool aye team no say emoden pa na Liverpool mami fa we enter together dem say kan say yes and I know say me catch say before entering Frankfurt match no one aye crisis aye meeting Emma manager friends understood Emma players no obia obusa o catch say one kasa won sorry a de how ama season we modern ever from no de kan na obia enti wo yes am meeting no wo me de question Frankfurt aye 4 aye 5-1 obusa ba aye Jegu. Who say Otenacity now here? Liverpool, who last 4 Premier League matches. Oma lusu ni nyina enum Liverpool club no mami fa we ento enum say na me no ka say yesi aye meeting asanso akoso ama meeting na etima akoso no say me na report say see ade ana slot wo mo se ne ho so nemum dem say kan get simple for say eniema answers especially Premier League nemu because oba hu say enye defeat ne nko a ball na nkasa Liverpool team na airborne enye entiniema answers dia chane so be from ama de mete and say some meeting Jurgen Klopp Nidin and super meeting I say say na be kwa any be do time bi e was an start omuja na kwan na omede e Jurgen Klopp and so de ba enum de meeting say Liverpool the next 5 matches at Liverpool any na ma Liverpool next 5 games because they omu any 5 matches at to so Liverpool mu re bi what I say na oye Liverpool de na ora we no utumu say sign na ebesi akọ na the next game wo any Palace omu yamba Aston Villa no mabo Real Madrid ombabo Man City no mabo aye Nottingham Forest Liverpool hey anu shepa edom Jebete Van Dijk say your career Liverpool supporters somewhere last year season mu celebrate with a team no we already mu season way obi anko ba bia nya fei anu we ka say and am suspended me support and as I say me support Liverpool say o say bi mu na last season mu no mu celebrate no or say obi a stand by Liverpool team no because bibi na achia mu nyina wo betua ka bom na matene ne kama enum de ana slot as you fanto yourself adia ehano no and say enano game omulusu ye enso editia aya say omulusu aya sa game editia Brentford no wojiri say the worst defeat since one ebe coach Liverpool last season olusu 4 matches league in this season olusu matches out no was the worst defeat aya de na no mokolusu ye no eno aya anaslot and ye didn't win some enso de to ye na o say yan fan to say teams ni nyina enso ewo aya playing style mo editia Liverpool na say the ayedin and it's a Liverpool team no enya finding an antidote to standard clubs ne the ball editia club and friends Liverpool e more resource eno mugu so mo area sadia no enema enso betia dane eno ayora no na ma min fro na menya kakra bi e Clasico nim na min fa we ento ga ma Lami jama because say Lami no and after the game a reference Marcus so go no and ya just no on na bench because na manager friends and Flick na ori suspended in tenra na ori friends Marcus Sok on na bench was Lamin and no game no na when you 100%. Nemo na so ko bia so Lamin omodere bo sa game bi encheno game am and Lamin yama na onye 100% aye fit eno aye according to coach in Samoa what atuja na Chesney also watch a penalty eno yem Mbappe penalty na Chesney achero mame fa we ento ya say eno penalty aye Chesney save you know aye the first aye penalty save edema aye Barca since April 2022 eno aye branch friends Chesney eno no na you see within that period in the Barca one considered 24 penalties and a branch reference the shots none of the no one SAV or reference Marcus Sok and American no also the main difference I never gave him and it's a Madrid at the key advantage of Barca our mistakes and one no a mistakes a Barca for no and Madrid for the capitalize here what we didn't say a resource no if you was see I'm fan to say I no cry wa can say Lamine na onye 100% name no cry ba couldn't say and na a kwanya Madrid for effort to receive Barca and instead na environment no ACT no was affected around friends Lamine Jamal any effect on Lamine Jamal now Lamine before the game no on interview be by just some that to just Lamine akwa team come bra what Abranche friends Ibai one a Spanish a streamer the Abranche friends Lamine that go to just Madrid for no one a for omuya na omo sounds so normal complaining na Ibai ababonten at the ababe to just one or assuming a responsibility na entokwana esi here after the game no what did he say? I know and a cofa santo because ono and any Lamine Eco team come Lamine Ecofa Sansem now will be beer not just Enra Madrid a players no Sansem no Omani and so anyo na ose a mistake one kasa trans wajatum ebi NCBU anu a branch friends by only one and Lamine and so koya sam a streamer or Oma Lamine so Eco di San Comana Enra Madrid a team share after a Clasico no just a branch friends Mbappe na Mbappe baba snako nekano and Madrid supporters are stopping Mbappe na just I was so many no and so celebrate because last season you know Konya Barca and Madrid first no supporters ne braye na umenya sa video na dia mamnya timer yehu ayam Mbappe nekano na just ayam Madrid supporters your point game enkofo din kofia still omu jira bonte enti Mbappe kan no stopping no obu say timer Mbappe koy no obi et say aye Dean Hansen one anya ne father sounds so and Vinicius junior omunyina ebetwemo na time Barca for Barca no eba no masa atani de dey sade ayam Madrid supporters omo fa so a won edi ayam Barca just team Barca no edi Barca nkofo no wo di wa tempanti Vinicius enso eba betwema just omunyina enso ekona Madrid supporters no Vini and eba no not just outside ayam Santiago Bernabeu no wo egu so agina bontene a just omo celebrate ayam omo players no eno ayade te obenya momenta na Barca ayam team Barca ne ba no eno enso we kakra bon say nankofo no middle finger and the ombe yipa eno area te wonu say aye Mbappe ya kan was say washia aye Barca I want to carry washia Barca 12 aye times was 9 goals at the atia aye Barca eno aye Mbappe e come ko social Barca for na ota esha go eno Mbappe o kan say me be to yourself Pedri SC player o strong to say e won Madrid aye akron friends Mbappe sa na 1-on-1 no so when 1-on-1 na edin enso dem aye players no eno said ya hun say city a ye mamu say no Vinicius Junior for me time Alonso aye free game no ye hun say Vini na o kasa and Vini echo dressing room no straight ansana was abetra bench na according to lip readers ni almost say and someone of Vini eka timer Alonso the signals I don't know in a film no I say I have Vini every time say coach me twice and Sabeka is always a mean na almost say Abrante friends of Vini eka I have better so be free Madrid because Jobo Biano manager ebe yina film eno aye according to lip aye readers no eno me dey say time Mbappe and I say Vini AP no and someone work no eno me dey ba betu dia no eno aye dey Federico Valverde Madrid player no Mami Francis yes one so Clasico no yes other sorry Sunday na no pana wonya aye fever enti eno game na no obonyina no yes akra na oyare name na we decided say ekwan bia so and was a Madrid right back on kwajina because na aye cover her when 100% not Trent and Sunya 100% this one koba problem ebeba unu say game no Abranche friends aye Lunin aye Madrid assistant goalkeeper okodi red card timer ye point na entokwani si no okodi red card na say the maintenance red card no okodi no Madrid for some koya appeal because almost see Abranche the moment to step in no one eco protect aye the player Vinicius Junior one Barca for no ankoko a referee e man say red card no entomba ya appeal na Arsene Wenger say one of person the credit Edema coach na your friend is Alonso because was Alonso lineup no and who say yes Alonso a balance any team no because no Sananka Alonso be use a normal a lineup for the other season we no nemum say Camavinga ever start game do na no minimum say Camavinga ever started baby what the other gule and so kwadaye not so create a space and so the ma a Jude Bellingham no and who say coach na France Alonso and so balance any team and what the credit and so the manager no and a open France Arsene Wenger and 80 San Commano Mbappe Mamin fa we enter as a French players European top 5 leagues no say wababeta with all reference to Henry the all goes no Benzema 281 Abrante France Lacombe 255 say Thierry Henry on 233 Mbappe and so the no equal 233 and no diaba yetin was some and man of the match remember Mbappe Real Madrid TV for quatrans derby man of the match no na Eda Militao and Mbappe Militao because after 2 ACL na just a corner saba backs and ball and run one and another man of the match and the attorney yet was some emamu was so some toss yaba near the Diakane but never pay Maminka said warp a travel and tour one was young cantos about them confirm and you be what would the answer be Jessica na quaternas and visa derby what was a moment visa guidance acquire over first for obey Wibia now on Saka visa sounds and a school admission to travel a packages no Nina what force any metana say no sir and she say because a kwa befa so over say documents and come we be dia nyina no eno and I was some the general soma of visa and just bia betuasi kana kwada nyen kwaje omunya saa de no na omo say UK Schengen and say Asia we Kumasi a ubehu aye warp travels e wo Sonar Center want to run about Accra omo Atlantic aye more Atomic Junction and afa Junction Mons omo sa ho na fre what for I was 0549 674 103 0549 674 103 na uno monkasa mamenka say ask for penny for what would the jiggy mattress no enso dia ba na jiggy mattress no say no na eko na nsan ye hu say nkofo bia ba kromo say ya eniema omode mattress no wo mo mankofo beta sorry no just say ote body pains na ukon wachi wo hunam nyina ye obasa ena no kwa wuntimi na ye enum ena ask for ese nkancham say sa nema nyina no twachire say aye asom wo de borrow omo showroom bia okwa wo se wo pe jiggy mattress no omo king size wo mo queen size wo mo double size medium size single size e born esa da form na omo se nkancham so omo de na de wo mo enso e make sure say Ghana Standard Authority wo mo requirement no omo gina so and omo enso dey produce mattresses no entime so baby a obehu aye asom wo mo showroom bia no de bra na ka chom say o pe jiggy aye mattress
na jiggy no so wo bia won tiase o mencho won tiase o go de to so wo de bezanti o the mattress ni bi o kwa no o da so a o ti bi da ba ifa kwa na e ho na tom
ya na tom
ya say nkofo bia bakrum ha omo ye mattress bi no omo de nioma bi na esa mattress sa de no de mattress kwa no nsa prele so da so na hia ko mu a iti mawo ayi medical situation bi a e ka be ball hospital no eno ntina aswom no and ye come for the movie as a coma sway na ko mattress papa na is go the jiggy said yes it biano and adu gina de gina so ati ase we jiggy ni nyina echi no still and no as room no
fantastic e bia na pese o flow man kasa na wo jedodo na o number na 0556 579214 0556 579214 now no mankasa TK Boache Electricals ewo Edum Prempeh the 2nd Street Malcolm Nchenwa na tropical cables no ni nyina bi omo bi sizes ni nyina bi omo bi omo na eye 1.5 mm 2.5 mm 4 mm 6 mm 10 mm 16 mm no TK Boache Electricals anya no ko a wo ceiling light electrical fittings conduit light street light spotlight chandeliers and fan our light as our room TK Boache Electricals will be from 0558 597 633 0558 597 633 First Bank for Makato say Yagusua ya 500 ekosi 30th November use First Bank mobile app no your friend first mobile app and also dial dial star 894 hash star 894 hash transaction biano use sa platform de bia kwan ama sika na air channel na watch biano won sabe ka de September for ma bomu din dia tro we bia gene de me ba cho say so unya problem bia u use to app no anasam eye code na for first solution and 0596 921921 0596 921921 maminka executive herbal hospital menu ka say ya obuguso just a free medical screening at the amount I was separate opposite dotia himfie honoma na free prostate scan, free kidney scan, free liver scan, free stomach scan, free hepatitis B test, free typhoid test, free diabetes oba many di Samsung free hypertension and a BMI assessment oba ahoboa wasa ye the beto group dia kadian free for executive herbal hospital it was 0240 211 709 0240 211 709 afei maminka say M2S evergreen digital printer for makato say chroma say digital posters banners wedding invitation funeral invitation digital customized school cloth corporate air cloth Friday was any day just mama midweek the no mama M2S evergreen for any come on farmer about digital embroidery printing invoices receipt and after 3D hunya menina M2S evergreen digital print wamo ewo sokoban ababokas cement Johnson thread Obuasi road now so and more for 0244 893-544 0244-893-544 na wonu mo enkasa maminka se soldier mentolated bab no makato se oya adwumadene koduru fie ya na ho de ma biko hunam nyina tutu hunam ya oya bobodi se obaji soldier mentolated bab we no yemfa ntitwi o ya de srasra eya widie no adwumade ma kama utimi da ade ba cho ho dendende na ko adwuma soldier mentolated powder no eno so skin makato se skin wuntimi nkobo obi ade no mokwa me ba cho wankasa de protector no enti use soldier mentolated powder rushes sansabi gugu nantimo proper no sane banyina no a soldier mentolated powder and also use way a GC brand na GC brand so there it's all about you compare to say na use na bibia enya kama and so enfamanto mataroma and yakofa mo no nse I know you are the first batch definitely you the second batch of abua form abua ema yedi jwade eba no yedi omo so honsam and so ebeba emra say use H&H Gary no they say eba be kan honsam bibiri they say omo the special promotion bi grand so aba eba be teba be te ho de ama obianti o de enko so any abua for akanyina no honsam beba Christian you just say ni ma no ye di ka bobro so kakra yes the Clasico yeah the Clasico me sure say yan hwem kra na man for beka say Barcelona funti na elusi mo ye Barcelona funti kasa wo ye Barcelona nintina na say na on kra na support yen kakra there be match on nam support na match nam Messi the ball no we so support no one support na baby aboko no ase maybe na me say me against man of Barcelona no match we am ko against 550 match and say them down more there go for against the Ukraine nyede but no dey no support Real Madrid of course na support Kylian Mbappe na Uze me a huge fan of Jude Bellingham I like that guy so much and Xabi Alonso is a coach I want to see succeed. Yes. Yeah. I like his composure. On say obu how any body language, ni persona krana. What is on hard you you know, very gentle. I like coaches like that. Yes, of course. Me normally come to la means me feeling pa na kaminya. Me yanko be shegu, we dey mulu go in shegu. But then na whatever the one shede hu so. I'm saying injury na near you. But I say injury si hano. Injury si hano. And no anso he na brabo yi gaka. Because Oko kan omo se untimi ntra Ghana hantu no fo. I understand ya no ko ntimi ntu no fo. Nti untimi ntu no fo achama de be pi mo ani. De kai ni se all the pre-season games kan ho. Na Barcelona share Real Madrid at wasum prenu. Enra the bigger motivation for Real Madrid ni se 5 consecutive wins na Barcelona nya over them no. They needed to stop it. Clasico unya winia chama enunko a bragging right. It doesn't matter whether say a friendly, whether say a cup game, whether say a La Liga, enunko na we winning no. It doesn't matter the occasion. Chama who the bragging right. Yeah. Anything you say Barcelona show twice 5
Now say Bobofie, I was Santiago Bernabeu. The same venue na last season, Basa Besha of 4 no. Not a bigger motivation is that sa deal we no chairman entimin to us we needed to stop it. The atosum ye no say we no chairman na anya insignificant we need big Real Madrid papa because Mijitum say league you know ye by this time. But before this game no now Real Madrid lead Barcelona by 2 points. By winning another game no they've now extended the gap between only Barcelona no chairman echo 5. I remember say Real Madrid lose to Atletico Madrid na Barca ebe winning ye no chairman Barca ebe sign Real Madrid hu Barcelona ebe sign Real Madrid hu but since then eba no omasa ebe sign Barcelona hu a say what Barcelona mu by 5 points. Adia Messiah had said a kind the Clasicos of the old days. Chama Lami Yaman sent seminal and before the game incidents pronouncement to be a Bayern. Emma Yehu Jose Mourinho kind of air Clasico. Chama, you could see tension. You could see two teams now. Obiawa a point to prove. Mekai said Jose Mourinho time Clasico no. Chama any cabo Clasico no demo. Emma controversies and some way too many way, now way too many way. Now at the tension and build into the game. My main worry is that sad tension now air building between the two teams, you know. Chama air affecting their respective national teams. Because Rafinha and Vinicius air national team players. Abrantia, your friend Danny Cavaya, our right back, Edmund Real Madrid, no. Any air Lami Yama, a teammate, and they fought on the pitch. And I think that they should be matured enough. Said they see running now, Yakuawi. Anytime they go to the national team, no, Chairman, Omofa Wina and Tuomochi. Honestly speaking, one Clasico, Michelle lineup no, me as a Barcelona supporter, Chama, na me feel comfortable see baby. Once I me who lineup no, I ain't start game no. Na me catch you be as a Barca baby ni a, Chama, na me dada me ho. Na the see and say Barcelona about 68% of ball possession. Real Madrid about just 32. But Chama had here. Real Madrid 32% of ball possession, you know. About 24 shots. 10 of the 24 shots were on target. Barcelona about 68, you know. And also about 15 shots. So 15 shots, you know. Chama 6 of the 15 shots were on target. The culture on the set, one shake game be cry. That's what who start to hear. Chama a fair idea say two teams are they were ready to go at each other. They are told to me and Sunny said Real Madrid create 4 big chances. Barca create 2 big chances. Some Real Madrid create 4 big chances there. No more 2. It means that they also miss 4 big air chances. Now, coach is here. Coach is here, Juma. Normally, Real Madrid air lineup. Now say Chouamini and Camavinga Eumwa. You expect Chouamini and Camavinga say Omo enable the double pivot. Anra, me Saturday na me can say Real Madrid full backs mienu. Trent and Danny Cavaya. Omo nyina pra. Sa game way and na Omo eba from a injury. So I was thinking Omo mienu why na coach in Bebono. But Alonso had a game one untimi for players are free injury bano. Emma was our game no. So the Obayani said on far brand Tefeno, Freddy Valverde mum and Kobo right back. Chama or the Freddy Valverde Ekobo air right back no. Do say and said dia Freddy Valverde beko ni mu. Se Freddy Valverde air ko ni mu a sa gab no beja to achire no. E be den wa close sa gab no. To my surprise, or their brand here, Chama Freddy Camavinga about the right side of the midfield to be able to cover for some spaces now. So Brent Freddy Valverde cry air corner anymore. Chairman, some space no be leave behind no. Obetimia close the diamano. And Fifi no. Honestly speaking, a Juma air Chouameni so ye no. A Juma neso any pa. I was expecting say Bianca Beya Abrantia, your friend air Chouameni any Camavinga on Finfin. But or the Brent friend air other gule. Abeka air Chouameni ho. And odi Jude air 2 monim. But the pressing between Adagule and Jude say so the other gule Emma Pedri said other gule empress air pedra one shot na other gule entmenya sa pressing. So normally so she game in 10 minutes other gule any abrante feno on a Jude they were always almost change a position wake up now we are back and the pressing they did on abrante feno Pedrino was simply amazing. Bob Biano medical master discussions we said yeah na only blind to add the optics obi anse go obi anya sister chama yen recognize say adwuma no ni pakro na adwuma oyeye adwuma akra efe ni Jude Bellingham and run semina me to a man of the match chama kam the man of match e ma branch efe ni Jude Bellingham chama Jude say go second goal na buy no Jude na say Mbappe go no say no just go back and look at sa pass na Jude eto the man branch ya efe ni Mbappe we go into it. And the tackling, and they are from midfield the Briano, and Jude Edman Tima, your friend Real Madrid, pressing, tackling, passing, assisting, and scoring a crucial goal. And the game echo 8-1. Chairman, game they start here as early as the second minute, and a Madrid penalty. Penalty, ref in here. But after VAR a review, Chairman, I brand defend a Vinicius Mum. And ono echo tackle abrantie fen Elami Yama so be kaya say ye replay ni ye no me kura de tama incident in buy na no me conclude say that was a penalty but VAR a review ni ba che say Vinicius was ready say obe kick ball no and Elami Yama stretch say ono ebe ball no e Vinicius boom and the ball abrantie fen Elami Yama na
yeah because Lami gwa nine can ball and Lami is nice nim keke dia the penalty. But Lamin nine war born so crazy. Touch. Sa penalty the chairman. Barcelona were just margin away from conceding a penalty as early as the second minute of the game. Yeah, what game here to us wa. Sa penalty incident in the buy no. On the 12th minute, and a branch of Femi Lopez Lucy ball. Femi Lopez Lucy ball na no. And other gule one day announce say no partnership back on so ana eye nika o ye Real Madrid ni a eye nika ni ma wo ba enimo position no adagule Mbappe partnership Femi Lopez Lucy ball no na branch friend adagule chama o release ball no ma Mbappe chairman incident ni twade we na Femi Lopez Lucy ball no adagule steely ball no to more ma Mbappe to my Damiano Nukuri chama me Barcelona ni go na Mbappe share no na efe e gola efe yi and remind me as in Wenger nsem na all can say sa offside rule na chairman yeso obi nantu keke se trend em ye de ntia omanyi e go na chairman yakọ ever no offside decision no was chairman hadie when ti dey go na Mbappe share na e offside no se ye set ye di offside we ma wa woni baji o but that also be similar go na ye di sa me be na me ka so say why you nka ho arm stretch na
o say here the nine to say the nine to say baby draw line I am Mbappe nantu and I think say
na nantu na chi no na nantu na chi na mpa because in Saturday in Kenya offside the nine kura ne we be ma draw line nantu kakra bi and because of this that wonderful goal Mbappe share you see outside wonderful
chairman Usa Wenger say see ball besa the whole circumference of the ball must cross the line yes sir say offside so beba chairman the whole body must be in the offside position some marginal offside na ye did it a place no even though say me Barcelona ni 12 minutes ya shego atia va edisalawo no chairman ya dia mani nche da nyi kra but me sure Madrid first goal na again the brilliance of Abrante friend Jude Bellingham. Jude said there is a gap, and there was a gap. Chama boni and Jude a deep places. The second image, ebechno baby Jude Jinaya, or the gap between Air Park Kubasi and Eric Garcia. Chama or two sa pass, a two fin, and my brother friend Mbappe. Chairman, Mbappe this time around, a time in run because so a bad 3 seconds and a second faster can Mbappe SI offside the beam. By this time, Mbappe a time in the run and a time in that Jude and so a ball passing. It was a perfect timing and a branch of friend Mbappe. Enya 1v1. Chamas Mbappe enya 1v1. Not goalkeeper the demoa. Me so say most goalkeepers finish. And Mbappe Eddie Bono and so etimi Eddie Tuatremwa. And I think that high line of Barcelona bona omulivu spaces. Emma Mbappe etimi sa bono 2 minutes no. Chama the reason you consider as our first goal. Ye bomwa Madrid nya first goal. Madrid nya first goal no. Omunya several chances are. Me ball no. As a Barca supporter, I wasn't feeling comfortable. Say go beba na nya equalizer. Na be more of a second goal. Real Madrid and so ebetimi ahye. Nya me see enka no kre. Abrantie na friend Carreras no. We need a battle against Lamine Yamal. Chairman, apart from say we need a battle against Lamine Yamal. One of the bad days about Lamine Yamal, especially in the first half. Chairman, apart from say tackle Lamine Yamal, Ajibole free in 7. Lamine Yamal elusu bon 22 times in the 90 minutes against Real Madrid.
Lamine Ampa, you need to say, very difficult to dispossess him of the ball. And the runs, no, so this time
you give you moment. Lamine Yamal, 1 yard there, one moment to be a real game now. You talk about it.
Okay.
And the entire 90 minutes, no, German baby Lamine Yamal France say all back in the game, no, was in the second half. And no cry, German. Now quite too late. First half of the day, now Lamine Yamal was very, very terrible. Yenya equalizer. Our equalizer came from other Goulet's mistake, and other Goulet mistake. And a Barcelona Estili Bono, and a Rashford Esquire board at the Mabrantia, your friend Femi Lopez, and a Femi Lopez Eddie Bono, at what them 1-1 Chema Yeko. But the second goal near concede yeno. Aya dear Bakwa Chema, Namiano Ukraini. Actually, acquire may not benefit of air hindsight in Tinebia, make us assembly. Science center back partnership of Eric Garcia, any Park Basino. Chairman, Omuni Haita, Omet me defend the area ball. We among for Mikra Mikabi, say foul dear, minima dear, Obi Betimiaji, Ubintimini. Time now crossing the bayano. Din Housing any Park Basi. So she game ni now who action now. A branch of Din Housing, a touch on air Park Basia. Certain referees Betimiaji foul by a minima, referee ignore it. Born call the far end, no. And yes, he defended the first ball, no. Barcelona anti-man defended. And I'm head the ball back into play. Chama here the position of air Barcelona players, no. They are different. Come on, where a player, Real Madrid players now, Obia a player or marking. Player now share one a Jude is the only player. Chama now your mark.
In fact, per this picture, he's supposed to be marked.
Yes,
but I think the marking in the airport because Shadia, your picture now. I just was live on Facebook and now on YouTube. No, on say the two Barca defenders. In fact, there is supposed to be 4 Barcelona defenders. Yanka Omomo close to the goalkeeper. But I couldn't call ball no so Emma Omani crossing the bar.
Yes.
The second one is marking is it
the 1v1 now.
Vini. And Mbappe air corner. Mbappe Nekoya. They are obeying goalkeeper. No. 2 Barca defenders. No. They are supposed to be marking one to be marking him and the others to be marking Jude. Bombing concentration call ball, also forgetting the man they are marking. And the man to me lobby ball now, and it was a simple tapping.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the easiest tappings in an El Clasico game.
Jude, one of the easiest goal he may ever score.
Yeah.
Where a simple tapping.
Yeah.
And I Jude the ball to a net team. And I think that the art of defending, having lost the first ball, our lobby ball back into play. Yentimi marking Jude Bellingham. Goalkeeper no up marking the first post. Baby a born bedaye no. Now Jude Bellingham had no be our marking na. Chema the ball no so etimi etwati them. Clearly, Abrante Feno Mbappe SH goal. Emma goal any day. Now there was no controversy about it. Now a clear offside and Abrante Feno Mbappe and so enya offside. Then there's a penalty. Chema penalty na Eric Garcia koye no. There is no controversy about it. Say all sliding no and an insana or they support it no and a born inside and can penalty. But the insana or the sliding sea form no. The other hand no and a raise here. That hand was not in a natural position.
It did not just raise at a point, he even met the ball.
Yeah.
Come on. Who's a born, but not insana was into born, but insana goes here and then a penalty bro.
Yeah.
I mean
and Madrid now 1 penalty. VAR disallow. Madrid had one penalty ever and a quality man. But that penalty now VAR the man na. Chairman said the game no cost 3-1 and Mbappe could just have penalty no one. Mbappe let me say penalty. But there are two incidences I want to talk about.
Because you're
we were 2-0 down. Fermi Lopez enya one chance be a chairman. We had a 3v2 and the chairman in Fermi Lopez the crowd ball. Remember that come 2 defenders play. DNSOA.
You pass the ball to the one.
You're right. Lami Yama all right. On your left.
You have an
Rashford. Short no boy and cry short. I mean I'm crying them match ball. That was a poor decision. And Lami Yama anya di nyina no. Maso. The best moment of the game will give us the next image. Lami Yama best moment of the game. Sa cross on a chama cross we. You school the at time in the run. Perfect run. Time across in the bay no. Chama ushia sa cross na yen control just connecting. You school the ball or control the chest.
So on the life no ball no the in your ball. On your tag you are not about life.
Crossing by a pine.
Talking about pictures and images, I answer a Max Obemano. But I say share this one from Chelsea game and so. Now you how this should be a goal. Chelsea Dianoswa, Omni Sunderland, you know. 2 Chelsea defenders and 1 Sunderland striker, and that ball is shame. And you wonder how, in fact, why it should be a goal. Sometimes when it comes to footballer, still pictures can be very deceptive. Inti but meaning sorry I'm Trent.
Yeah.
Odemano Chelsea Diano. Chelsea Diano. Told you one Chelsea. And Chelsea was like Pedro they in Diana Club World Cup because also the performance assistant at the in just a short but anyway Master Tasso because so they say there's a stand of union the Black Queens issue no and we are trying to solve it. I understand that every president has gone there near Makasa Black Queens say omo and a report you say sports news account from members make JD so because that's answer no catch on so party and girls will be in the how can you tell the girls that you owe them I do catch Black Stars for I say it was a matter easy target. Oh, and hold on, Sadia no kwade. Mebo keta baso because it looks like the man on a new hopa. Uze ubeka the first time bina okoye. First time no. Uze me born baso for the commitment to women's football. Because women's football, a boy the man has actually score African Champions League come there. The Black Queens born more than it's a moment in Brazil. F in the suburb, Bussia Quan F in Binya, Mumpamo, no more born man. No minister, I'm being catching. How can you tell a man say, over Bob Moja? Share.
Chelsea didn't know can be much.
This is the 1-1. 90 minutes or so. 6 more minutes added on. You're sure going in the picture anymore.
And with Gina Swa holding on. Am I playing and running here? And release the board man. Not the bonnet to anymore.
Also, mistakes in our part of the game because we had the more board or more soon mistakes.
Of course, yeah.
But mistakes be what things say a bit unpardonable. Also, Barcelona, the same coach. But this season, they are not playing like they played last season. That is the truth. And the question is why? There's so much inconsistencies in their play. And again, team no rhythm. There is lack of rhythm. Rhythm na normally more that fluid attack they call it. Who the balance to. Because 12 games into the season, we had La Liga 9. Although Barcelona winning games, but they've not been flamboyant because in Barcelona, they don't just win. They want to play very well, dominate and win. But this time, we don't see it. Sometimes Olympiacos they went down with the red card, they went down, and Barca came up. But before Monco down, that game a bit different. Now the issue is there's Pedri and Lamine. Pedri acquires the engine of the team. I say car no say engine name solid but when the engine is okay, the driver no switch car na so you be on that will determine how fast or later nipa be to me it's not 2 different drivers the same car bibia pepepe oka munko be possibly say ba be driver ba higher so. Lamine becomes the driver. Lamine are deep informed, that is the reality. what they pay in form because one, either say overconfidence, and now say he's being lazy and a lack of concentration. Chama Dentina make us say we're losing form. He's misfiring. The last 26 shots at Chema Wabon, he must 6 penalty final target. That is not Lamine style. Only so all season I said just 2 goals. And ahead of the season, I was expecting him to score many goals than what he did last because of say Onebe taking penalty and set pieces. He has scored only 2 goals. Chairman, 2 goals in Krabako is from the sport against Olympiacos, a penalty. Ain't what they pay in form. And on the dribbles and great names and what he does best, you know. Except when you're 50% wrong. It's a Lamine needs to come up. Of course, I'm not blaming on the injury, but it might not be the injury alone. Sometimes overconfidence account. Sometimes he feels like it be a medru, so he's trying to be lazy and it be a lack of concentration. So the more Lamine tell my own yanni game, you know, he's going to head Barca because the Pedri cry here do money in area. Yanre baby a Pedri operating. It is in the midfield. To influence the game on the attack to get the goals, you know, and Lamine so that has been a problem. Now, just a little on the issues nearby outside. Chairman, this is how the Clasico has been over years. Titingina, okay, Jose Mourinho Baya. There was heated fight on the field after they play because when your rivalry intense, Chairman, little due to sing in our county. But I feel like Madrid for any blow issue out of proportion. Why that? During Mourinho time, he said a lot of things. The reaction came. Sometimes on ball crowds guys and Mourinho did his war as stand coach in any, but they were able to manage it. And over even awards, they have been in Angia. Minimum what Madrid did not say. They even told us where we are was no. Again, a Madrid for an Becas, a Spanish referees, you know, ACC. But you must make us a Spanish referees ACC. That's an indirect law. Most Spanish team with Barcelona also included. And they made people aware that the referees in Spain, the chairman, no muwiem. And allow me to go say. Referees no so mudu Barca. Chema, let's check this one out. Here Chelsea, here Arsenal, and even Real Madrid themselves. Their games on my bar, they feel like the referee cheated them for Barcelona, which they came out to say openly. And Chema, all these things are a part of the game. But they are more blown to money cost through too much. In any case, when players are doing something, who are telling foul homes or so Chema danger. Ohe Kavaya ne Lami Yama omoye your friend saying playmate with Spain. Yenre Clasico during Mourinho Mutai Ronaldo Montokwa no mo ko back. Say Madrid ne Barca players who share with Spain. Chairman dia one. Now Vinicius, you listen to this. Say Ekobase Yako Walker final ne Brazil any Spain nebo. Na say bia bibia banebia we chat Lami Yama seriously. Don't be surprised say Kavaya no what team ne betumi na akoko. So these are players are. So I feel like Omu blow are then out of proportion. But game need Madrid deserve to have won that game because Chairman said Washington out to us so 4. On Santana Messing to us so 5. They will not do that. They will play their heart out. And again, the tactics normally quite really also worked well. This time, on my Barcelona Epos say, but Bombay they're running and shooting. So Munya 1-2 and a born echo. And Chairman, that tactics no bar possibly so being a goal higher. It's a bit depending how many goals are Barca best chance and much riding and winning game. So let's give credit to them. I think they did very well in this one, and they really had the win. We live to see next time whatever comes up. But I think say whatever they knew to do for Lamine to come because Pedri of all players was praising a win. So on the graduate record, the chairman, it was a game I think they said. But says near Afide Waya, they say Obechi Mbappe penalty. And chairman Mbappe is doing something. See because the last 5 Clasicos were about his goals. Ain't he consistent? We had a number and no growing number Spain, no only Barca, yeah, even with PSG, Krana or to me. I think that Barcelona have not been able to tame him. Last season he did the same, but the issue was that Lamy was on the up and not Barca Enya wins. So chairman, it was a good game, and I think say Madrid deserved the win. But next time, yeah, yes, you actually more.
Yeah, next time, Oma Shamo, we are trying next time. Let them bask in their own glory now. Omanyano na nyafi na babe next time ya next time ni nyanri nze hwia no mahwemu ndi jai bia no mahwemu pa omabom game no so na so mshebi ga account why
we say so mo ba mo star ni e paint man I feel
there be nyanya ya be born I born dey mu ntim meje him ga mo defenders we dem go give we
so dey
with team no Lamine no form na dropping is the problem. Abrantian is a very good player, but now no so only Barcelona but no team keeping at bay no ano I can I say what all 20 no dia ganya ho but I say we win now
defenders in the whole world
okay now defenders the whole world now defenders are the whole say the best defense is Arsenal.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I'm defense say went your friend bulletproof defense
and they saying a very good goalkeeper so in Raya and nothing that they be a car about Spain omo your bias of course I mean now this omo you very biased some players me no ba go Spain ba go outsider don't play the one who is in Spain so you 9-1 where do we go back wait what's wait we need to depend on Raya, but Raya kwebe na tangent. The best Spain for no so many we be so much to trubia. Any moment all right, we have Miamraso, but Ghana and some they have heard the Ghana Premier League darling Bob Transit. Na ja funa o mimi aso a I unya njangi ndo be. Unya ya chi. Because the view maybe I feel just okay. Now the Yamra Premier League in him. But you say Abatamo as Antigo Quaton.
Yeah, Chairman Omaton.
Amount to Nianti.
Amount to no Yatitibi by a confirmation.
I was saying.
Members can for now.
Oh, you want to say and confirming your petty? You can say I am more than 300,000. More than $300,000. Which is good money for Santiago.
Yeah.
They say got $1 and from they say instead of you but Sevens guy is 16 year Indian game because why he train you know. Now but check if say the 300. But whichever way $300,000 is still money. It's over 3 million Ghana cedi. Say it's over 3 million Ghana cedi. That's some good money for Santiago Kotoko. I don't need them. But I'm for a question here say Kotoko and yet the same old mistake no more repeat. He said in the middle of the season selling mo strike about more say more fin those who know what you pay $2,500 on them think kauchi na boy and say because near why them say who come say language say when say language then mo fa be do ko say unim say obi ba on kakasa na language we have then go them ba because you go for about no language no mutimi mo and no man for already concern about better more sale no kenya say we kenya issue bia say bia you are cashing on the player because you feel that Africa na anyi 18-year-old tone, then scanner 3 million Ghana cedi. You can spend about 500,000, 600,000, or the for the 700-800 crowd, or the 1 million to invest or the 2 million a profit out of operational over the 1 million over to me a very good striker or even two over to me the same numbers but more numbers any crazy numbers.
Yeah.
The numbers in there, that's crazy. Of course, you can't come at the convention rate, but they had you say all tone on one ever. And only it's no because it will take the coach to sanction the deal. So other coach sanction deal. No, say be a say a manico. If we also make that coach in place, go over tongue. They guys the country. They all issue. That is why some of us felt that Santiago could do with it.
But good news. So they say Kwame Poku recover.
They are hoping that Kwame Poku recover. On Morphine Dozo. So Kwame. As a matter of fact, I say the Jokai game. Jokai is going to watch me. Jokai is what I champions go 2 goals. And I said Jokai is the host when the 4 or 5 goals. 5 goals, yes. I said 5 goals so far. Now, but if it's also a grand woman, Bogo Jumbo. Oh.
But Chairman,
this coach in there who you have my team no man.
Morphine those on the Chairman didn't achieve 2 years new.
Nasa football 2 years. 2 years. You might be team so darling.
But Chairman Mukwala dia no kaya omo di na chibe 2 years. And no later omunya.
Say which Real Madrid omo di Mbappe di 6 years. What you say eno nya no 6 years no. Na Mbappe ye bia na o improve. Ye bia no improve. Ye bia no improve. You obu abeti na di na chi 2 years. But when say the second year no. Now I drop it. Echa in the first. Okay, Kwabia Chelsea for fan here. Ukraine, friend say
Shevchenko.
WWO Nansaya Mudrik. Arsenal Dina Chia, Obasama Arsenal you. I know call Chelsea. It's if I say, oh dear, Arsenal still Medina Chia. The money more about Chelsea maybe or ye free now Arsenal person sign on. Where's some of the money you can so fun?
Okay.
To go over to Medina Chi. But Udinachi, all the performance won't say improve. I said, and Sadia Bakruma say, Onze Hano, a year ago, saying, we are university. Oh, wait, no liberty, and no, or 2 crying. And Waba. and once or two crying over yen sheds or two crying or quiet dane. Not the performance the same. And all day ba. It's a number a bar, a boama. So when you play be within a church, not the performance ubuha within the church, the ma unyan ubechan free, who desires all renew the contract, but not the performance that's all so. Oh, Tina Oba, not aye. Any your coaches need to improve players. Improve player. You know, maybe I'm improving. No, go no one on yard. Who the player man? Said the demand go plan different in Jaguar West of. Come a player coaches also improve players. Pa, who you could bash. No, Pakwisi Fabian. Could bash Pakwisi Fabian. To a very large extent, Tanku. What Brian Tanku. Because no some media there some boys. I some performances are pick up. We are quite Lions. I know young boys. No. You need coaches who improve players. Eti coaches to so up and doing kakra. Say the player amount, player and team that didn't 2 years. A team player not on some. Sabe nye Debbie 26, 29, near 23 no go. There are ways to improve players. Play more, but I'm on a special schedule. Say before we start training, ebia and never one training and you met 3. But we no oh 1-on-1 session at 9 a.m. Because I'm working on you. Because say o modern mono, who a good player name of modern mono say, and our performance on the michi. But reason of the man don't go ye. Yes, a language. Trevor when you language is managed to provide an or
Chapman, who church him the pronounce almost how can you?
It's the very moment you reason or the say play out $2,500. Or to be more because it's language. No, what language? That's right. I saw you being a service on the council of the problem, not spiritual. No, use every home because you to be spiritual to be your worry. And then you go, you won't pay Zinyami. So, that's a language. Now you are telling everybody that born no born but until you casan, and you say this year train man, it take us after 1 year or 2 years. Your language teacher, man, I don't know about born.
And almost struggle with adaptation.
William Alvarez. Premier League on Tibrofu. Alvarez will see a kind of Atletico Madrid. Yakasi on Tibrofu. But how many years in the Premier League?
Messi also language or struggle in the United States. So I would say when they are giving too many reasons for the player not perform, it means that he's not a good player. Because we a good player. I
don't know about say no.
Exactly.
Number one, the timing of the scene. Wakwa away. Wakwa your most heaviest defeat against WAC. BYT was say WAC enche kotoko bada margin da. In fact, Semikaya kotoko premier no mako WAC nyina no 111110. So this time nkwano and a crop ya ko hono mo a Okoji 5-1. Just after that defeat, the next Twitter ever wanting to Kotoko supporters and they say Yaton Abetamwa. Now, Safudu Kwaka say Mr. Ghana Premier League and anybody born come say German eboji GNI. Be a Safudu could now can't say no in position or can't say Nintina or any nyadin. But the reality on the ground is that no serious club and about 4 games into the season now. Obeton player, abro him say player no meton no. Mini opportunity be as a replace player no. Yeah, transfer window no close. Then you say your player. There be a chama okra can be. South Africa ni enko baako enko succeed. Okọ baako, okọ mienu, otie ya, okọ to aso miensa. Na experience na wa build no. O di abo Africa no. But Ghanaian clubs no kwa Africa baako pa. There is not even guarantee that the next year they will go. Even if they will go the following year now, players now about the previous year no money experience, you know, Chairman, how many of them will be available? The Yami say, Sika Kuno team now or the ball, CAF Confederations Cup A group stage, you know. Seka Kotoko Etimiki Pusa team, you know, bare 3 years. Maybe they will have competed for a trophy or Africa. But our boss had team ya 1 season period na Sonny Yakuba one Kwambo Sukonte Senanu Masobako Chama na ya say team ni nyina. And South Africa we are to Kwabon a disaster what faili na me ya dum ya jatum. How are they going to build upon that failure? And said about next time mo kwa ometimi akoya de by keeping the core of your team, the best players, and by addition krana one or two additions be na next year no timi qualifier what timi dey akọ. But I can say na me Adam say kotokotima e kwa timi qualify for Africa next year. Players in the Africa say no be 50% will not be available.
The problem is this: it is good to keep the player, but to keep them, it's not easy to do, because it goes with a lot of money. Kodoko finance is the same. The reality of the matter, Kodoko Niska to keep those players. Because this is a club, anytime we want money, I will see a co-owner or a crime baby you know. Club na so drew area be or not me born home bra, maybe your own and the crass also. Why am I saying it, chairman? You buy players or me bonji trophy ma, not club ninja dini, na state and kosro. And now supporters Embra Park, na unyeska. The same player also turn so yeah, the out turn so unyeska, training in okay. One. Boys ninga GDC ya chama unim die basi agent best start yaba. And possibly said this boy would decide not to renew his contract because we was a Libya skebi bana higher. And in recent times, players be braye bisa, including Asari no call South Africa. It is not that koroko here. The fact the agent are promised the chairman 10,000 or 5,000 or on it club they hide and say go member munye say member. Again, what the tone chanya? Or castle beba demands or the bemano. Since I got a highest paid player 2005, or basically someone 5,000, which got will not be able to pay. Now, why is about and you're not become finance or moon to me, and you're no neighbor.
Can you be
what I'm saying is that
say boy no contract so deal abanti your money $5,000.
And a deal no. Sometimes contract no more sign no. Most of this time sign it 2-year contract.
Okay.
It's a player na kind of 1 more year and I won't say agent do a deal man no. On a club to me play hide and seek. So club in penny for the bed trials or bet renew contract, but because of what the agent has said, no, obey and ne and the majority of them may drew or renew contract. No,
Ghanaian clubs in European clubs are there are moments when they try to sign the deal, normal free agents. They call agents to find them a suitable buyer. There are players, agents in your Muntiminton. Now they are having a club inside looking my money mokra no free. Yeah, the how is this same players? I say, Max, you can once a month. Says our 2-year contracts no more. It's in Ansabi, no more sign 5 years. And the other time was a very good thing. 5 years, 4 years. Nana say, Charles, almost 8 and 9. I friend say, where you Man City, Aling Halad. Was our contract was a 11-year contract today? 9 years. Halado. I don't know what year be escape a ban.
But it also depends on how much you're offering the player.
Exactly, but the point is that what they do is that there should be me can say verifiable and unmeasurable targets.
Okay.
How they become okay? You say. So 20 goals, you increase your salary by maybe at 20% the following season. Performance-based contract, not necessarily long term. So, yeah, I didn't know you're unless you don't understand. I'm peculiar to Kotoko, so a special reference to Kotoko. But a Ghanaian clubs in Yomokabi. Boy, and Suzo Frebusium, Tenabusia phone, you know, pressure. Share. What's a contact of Busham? Not me tell me Busham. It's Mr. Contact Busham. I am an Indian man. Unless you don't know what you are doing. Now, I'm someone over Busham. Someone was over Busham. Now, I'm the Bush phone call, bomb of us. Yes, now Liverpool for the Arsenal for penal. It's your man in common for Bass and Guzio. Omama police watch your crowd gate home after your mogu. Then running football, the player needs to say when he's under contract.
Right. It is a club that has.
When the club has some trouble there, obviously players' interest. It is not true.
So no,
it is not true.
Yeah.
So you're under contract.
Yeah, a club.
Until one episode, obi person onyana. Uni also nimbe negotiate. Na me jidi ya mimi ngoba tome. Me jam wako. It is a mom. Udi omu ni hweka mom nkawe. Say I play. No, but me nya savunuku esquire. Or say I play for Busium. And if Konoko are saying they need the money, that is a good excuse to sell the player. That in fact that should be the only excuse.
Exactly the point.
Because you feel that the deal is good.
Yeah.
And the money will be good for you. We are not to supporters. Why you think that Nico ain't affected my performance any with team no? Because their coach and my assurances that I be a Kwampoku back or you morphine Wajuma, morphine bounce back into the goals and the numbers. That is an excuse. But the very moment you bring his family into it, and you are not talking football.
Yeah, you're talking.
Okay, yeah, it's a lumber year on Baby, and you know, and Sassam Consenche, BKB shoe, Becawantum, Sansi Muna, man for the radio. That would be a one side chicks as the kind of 4 time I need the time yet. No, be a no IT set. Only we are Cocodray. God commanded to a crowd of one blocks. I made a oh, baby, anyway. But with respect to Amwadian, the Asante should communicate well.
Exactly the point.
You should listen. So Ghana boy, did you body need a Mamunto player?
Because
the reasons should be better.
The negotiations were done already. It was just an announcement. It might even be that they agree with the club, say, but it will be announced on this very time. It's a club, no cranny, they didn't announce it, so we're top player now. You have no option than also make it known. But I'm chairman, looking for a thing and say, I'm passing money at $300,000, $300,000. It is about what they are going to use the money for because I may support sales, no. Because Ombeko Africa, Omo catch a plane says the man was here. Skakro Modebeko is a problem. It's in Kanko from Rap Park, no Munyeska, the supporters did no go. And the chairman Africa ne bono enye easy. And Ghanaian clubs no yesika 70 chairman yen to me consistent. One area bit to me stay in business, ye bit to me at all players. And cross ye ton ye near Yususka, chairman say 300,000 aba. Yemfa 200 and more team in Hobra. Na yemfa $100,000 here the shop 2 or 3 quality players.
They don't need 2 or 3. One cry okay.
Quality.
You can replace with a very good player.
Which more the 2 I say Ghana cry yet today you bet when you're 2 quality they will be good to go because Ghanaian players who have been inconsistent chairman over years or to be more 2-3 seasons at chairman on be more the same level of performance. So or yeah their first season now about second season no adepe. And see for them to have sold the player for me looking at the financial because I didn't run me ready $2,500. $1,500, $1,500. Hearts normal highest paid player here, goalkeeper no $1,500. So they pay.
From minimum the origin this is here there, but according to $20,000 a month. Signing on fee $200,000. And I'm talking about.
I know you for the player.
Then it means I
know you for the player, but what and you player go agree in personal terms.
Yes.
Player team go agree in personal terms. Net team they say me I won't sell.
That's true.
Who got you $1 billion man? I don't care. You are my player. You offer a service. Oh, that is the thing. You know, because management is becoming a problem for us. That's not to say Kotoku, but of course, Ghana again. Kotoku they say woman managing here. They are getting if they are getting 300,000 and over. That means they are getting good money. Now say on 50, 100. What I say? Any chance Kotoku idea, but mesre. Your new maybe also is Sofia Brofo. Seven previous. Asna Omuto Zubimendi last season. Omuto Zubimendi last season. But the 2 clubs agreed to how the announcement will be made. Say, young announcement is say because financial fair play rules or into season the following season there be a window no. So that need to be reflecting into the new season.
Yeah.
Protocol match. What to player no problem. You can talk to the buyer and say as part of the agreement. How the announcement will be made will even be agreed upon.
Yeah.
Say, we also have fans back home.
Yeah.
You run a team. And a week afterwards.
Then we announce it.
Then we all announce it. Because say no the worst case scenario, you free man.
Yeah.
Now say a man for done. Now a man for just a year on free man. Now the next day. Once I have a catch on say, striker, that is what league so African
it was less than 24 hours. So maybe who got to tweet in less than 24 hours.
What in point as inti Safuduku and in an African so that one winning Kong because you are doing a good job in terms of how you are managing the club. But these little things every time every really cool because my fans and so must start in stadium no crowd. Every time I must have theater. It is how and is good money. but Ufcheno ne value in 2-3 years. Ubunso supporters in the money you are even supposed to get from the gates, no, and they are making money one. Then you answer coffee.
And again,
genuinely,
Maso make reference. Ujisikana, Chama betim diskana koto player dinaba. I agree. Chama Liverpool, Omanto good players.
What a very good player.
I affect their team.
I affect your team the power.
So if the Biabejiska koto player, then you are telling me that you are not building a team. Unti build team a bit me compete that. Liverpool ton players power. Ejisika akoto players. Even Liverpool no G League krano. The mere fact say akoto players about interest of team na befa. It will take time. And Ghana saying when we take time to build a team one, ye nyamrem and build the team. Me de me ya no. Senka kotoko team ye we. You look at the negatives and then the positive. Now making sure say in the next 3 years, I'm going to do away with the negative. Na negative no ma solve it. Positive na me wono. Min kura wo mo na me hold on to the positive. But negative no be ebe maintain. Na positive no ye jam mo ko. And how do you then build a team one? Ebe team compete. Work here share kotoko home and away no. Africa no, German, they've always be consistent in Africa. They be Africa no bobi. Obonswa ni players papa no obe maintain. No asa koto bia ba be kan. Mati somebody Hakim Ziyech kuraba.
Aye. That's how I'm Roberto. Only Hakim Ziyech.
They are not Manchester United. But German say only the Hakim Ziyech be kan team no ho. Me say kotoko sika kuno team no and then come maintain team no building the best 3 years chairman kai African team
now how many say team I don't ref your man how many say team gruma coaches no mo nyade no me nam how my coaches because of Ghana no so yes you can be other coaches yes me and Fabi Africa other foreign this or European yes of foreign coaches or European yet to come Makesa asemwe help akusinum na coach Bashir for don't groma Kotokoni has coach Bashir for because your neighbor on tiasie. Those are the coaches you need to build teams on tiasie. Say with a player we say player go management team nya problem say umuadie ndi be say pam no say akambinum de omo ye hard voki on tiasie on tiasie. Because only player, only manager player, only coach, John Manu. Yampomo, any Yanswa, you can say, I'm an only if you say go for European, you go for coach or $10,000. Yes, you intimate. It's any Saturday, I go for my pay for no. Omono somo ba e komba mo abon e che obi akofo ali from on it because your coach is on bomb say yansake 12 players ne yansani 15. And we agree to these things. Then the Krobeso, Ude, Munka Krobeso. Team our Premier League, man, what the third as a fourth. Then you sack 18 players and bring 16. Team out and the government about to the 10. Tisami man, Nakofa Ba and Tina de Biano. We keep doing the same thing. Hey, cover coach Maso credible Tima, over pump 12. 12. I don't know what year, 1 year. Did you go as Osaki say? I so did Osaki say. They are the same thing over and over again. And to Ocean Park, Teams of Ghana Bono, your boy Eddie Diago. Mancasa Musum managing ye. Koska Mutuguno. And those who change the munya. And now, I'm about to say, you know, share from the Abba Top and say, Abetamo is pocketing 200,000 as a signing on fee. Yes, and I'm saying you receive 20,000 in as a salary in the first season, which can increase to 25,000, in the next season. And this is what they are saying. Say, Manu. That's according to insurance firm. Now, genuinely, if this is how much is getting, now Santiago to go 300,000. Then it's problematic. Yeah, then they need to start working with agents. Yeah. Well, you don't just take a deal because you come to enjoy the funds you did.
Then you 200,000.
Free agent or contract the money this juicy deal there. It means that scan on the club.
Maybe I'm not going to go near 500,000.
Now tell me why is it that they are not able to?
Maybe I'm 1 million crowd because maybe trying to be on the details, because if the player can get 200,000,
it means that they should get good money.
kono ku chi
ti on de omoto chama e man de ye be kwa na
ah ye ba ye run man de ni man no na za be
Chairman, before say come man de en komo na ye di no na o ka ba kotoko players omo contracting so ba be ya sate se Samba O'Neil ebetimako Peter Amidu Akwa ebetimako
That's somebody new. There's also contract in China.
Osan 2 in the second season. 80 in the last.
Osan 2 years last season.
Yeah.
80. Naka one.
That worry. Say Peter Amidu Akwa area chairman. Samba O'Neil area. Joseph Ablo area. Kamara Mohammed area goalkeeper no. 80.
That's all. Goalkeeper come on the radio on only goalkeeper penalty one ya sa Samba O'Neil e kwa bia Asante will bet him and you retain boy ni bia they have to start talking to him
Scanner Mokojeno mo fa bi retain
Scanner Mokojeno o mo fa bi ta boy no sa that boy they should even make him the highest paid player in the team that boy Donzo
2005
Donzo the highest paid player go yeah. Samba O'Neil no Nana Africa fan uni ni mienu nko amen mo obi akwa ntino obi uni ni mienu asem also catch boy ni bia man tiase deal also the man mega deal keep him in the team that boy the quality no was soro unless say they are getting money they cannot refuse anyone you careful so who go play hardball in those negotiations because the player has just 1 year left on his contract obebo I mean, like a 6. Bosman really qualifies him to sign a pre-contract agreement with any team. Okay, so many more than the time to bet time we are going to get the. On the Adnaquenti, and you they should be signing 3 requests for 4 years. On the air moment, they do no many boys in ages in sell Cofoni engineer no credit into say Tuesday be about 1 the second season year. Also, be also have any swasem, but a better. To sign a long-term deal with players on him, so at least a ball. Kebi on a ball, then he signed him for 4 years.
After the first season,
no, boy, it's how many years money go.
2 years.
Come on, you're going to quite. Omonana, so don't go be good from that.
Peter Amidu
2 years so the money who say first year no, ebi ho a won't more first.
Oh, I've not bad adapted.
Second year na wo so bobo na contract na so. It die say o dwen wo say obe renew contract no. And players, when they become that powerful, say the contract as one. About negotiations are what the upper hand na come player no. And most often they will go for free. Chairman me say that is what Safu do. At a certain point, me ne buy adwin. Baby am on ne nya adwin. Say baby ojina no kan asem no. On any position no. Agro ni di okrumu ase. And when I sign player 2 years pay, knowing that there's a Bosman ruling. Say after the 2 years no, player no contract as one or call as a free 2 years no crown soon. And because 6 months are ultimately team for dinkomo.
If I don't miss a pre-contract agreement 3 months before the contract.
If you sign 2 years, you have only 1 year, 6 months control over the player. Who does that? And for the able yes, I don't know. No offer player. And sometimes at the end of say some players go on more. Or more club no more than the club needs the player. But some club no on some player or no here club no. Na club na sa kosa 2 years. Morphine those ya obey. Morphine those what English and one buy you.
I don't mind medical.
Got to quite chasing na cha our engine na chairman.
Then no chasing no baby no boy.
Morphine those no that agent na this Mukwala buy no. The same agent.
Agent do. A 2 year sure say Nabotre agent be at the Ghana player because South Africa. Team the Pam agent no. Almost scout, almost Pam no. Say Akwo winning.
No Premier League top
scorer. Akwo no. South Africa South now. They sacked the agent and you chief scout no yomadi. Winning. Because obi on the Fanison and them Bella about on the Mukwala about on the Yakuba about on the 80. You should see the player. If you are a coach, you see a player before you recommend that he ain't signing no. But or your player, maybe or maybe you want or you say 15, 20, 15, 20. Boy, you just say 10 goals go JB that. And imagine 2 years into Marco sign or buy the injury not all.
Highest paid player.
But Chamo, the can't be training more no. And some no come one and waba. And Tomo South Africa, the Crown copy. that time no kobo no training no mo oye no mo hwe no
yeah coach management is some player you coach the coach who here also inside we no that's any enu ti mi sakasa coaches bebre o coach wo am team bobo ka o yin wa ti mi pom kra so we no na go for we buy no na see inside no you should allow you go for coach for the Polak buy or hate teams also there be players be for we on pay no the enti ne do buy o na ka say ya the player go say be about the anke e go bebre ha enti umu dey na akofa no en na akofa se we nyina ba ma e kan asem hard dream yes na sande go fans I feel for them because seriously at the point when team no because Kotoko needs to go to Africa next season after showing we know they need to go to Africa has for go euro say omo body omo share omo winning one leg now the Joe home and away Joe home and away there Kotoko will have to go again and now the argument of say Sanko for the bro have for so because they have more money they buy better players. In fact, they can even buy your best players. But say yes, sir. Say the likes of Ayas no to be compete. Ayas go to Real Madrid. Ono ni model no say oton the players emao. But before the very moment you have that model, it means that you should have excellent scouts. Scouts who can ultimately go play. You know the profile of bro say. We the profile no. It is say we pepe. No crowd no see a policy yeah he can be better than this. Until let's cash in on this and bring we but before you can do that, you need a very good coach. You need a coach who is a teacher. You need the likes of Sa Pakwesimo style, Bash style, Zito. I thought Zito was like that because more dreams and he was doing the same thing. But I don't mean that level. Then they help you do that. So I know that I've seen this boy. Oh yeah, dear. But your man platform no ye encouraging na me am ye no hojuma obi try am ai enti de be ka say o de timi no mo timi no mo no na e de na ayas no timi e maybe Monaco am Champions League final only players na Real Madrid ne Barcelona mo
the Nigeria team are qualified for Champions League
what you say people beat teams who hold teams say only the quality we work but timi sha no e maybe Mourinho share Barcelona Champions League. One country we are saying he's beating the best team in the world. Then we go say Barcelona team na good on team, but no also ye BB. It's ball ye the strategies na ebo. Enu juro beat me pack bas. No 0-0 mienu. Penalties yen try. Why won't me channel? I have so coach for no suma. Coach or you trying to catch a player. On you we are not like a couple of there as so many you want to near home. God is not a bomb soon and saying that they are so refuge for near you for the coaches. No, almost I don't know. Ghanaian coach, Omunyadie, Omunshiadie. I almost a team that don't go fresh courses, books night on to be kind. Toda no we Premier League no we you know toda no we all or nothing yom yi be documentaries no we how Mourinho prepare the team how we prepare the team no we be na ncham money doso mama boys ya chabo santi and said ye obey training ba mienu no and said about 2 matches it obey me match no abre
training grow mo ya no kra ni
coaches bi o ma se coaches Emra Black Queens Emra Black Queens now say Black Queens say reports say ban say Minister Naga Jones on moment guy. And I sense that the FA people are working around the clock to get a man on Sika. Sika did man cano. $423,000.
Chairman, says here you didn't come mini PYT. Ain't meet na koso no pay.
Okay. Tell her the boy meeting now koso. The boy Mrs.
Yeah, the attorney said Enanopa, Enrana, sports minister.
There's a minister of Kasachema.
Coach Nini, coach Nini, 3 captains and a choir, main captain of Portia Wachi, and a first vice, a year, Jennifer Kudukaka, and a third, second vice, a year goalkeeper, Cynthia Comlan Fendip. It is our 3 players, including Ket years of Minister Alex Asante, and a call, and a Tiwo, and a sports minister Subai. Eti pen komono omo de omo ka $9,500
each
Yeah, it's a tournament no call wako na call semi-finals. And according to a man of Crano, ya bet say bonus so first na and can you be $18,000. Be ne abe 9,500 accepted. Sisi match we o makose jit for treno. Omunim bonus o moji.
How?
Debi omunim. Sisi bonus o omubeje after watching no because omedica ko say 3. Ewa we no mba be bofie omunim
na dey dey chum bonus nso because bonus no
o say black star dey MC tete so no
na tete black star dey antisi ati ato atwere o
omo qualify
yes omo qualify ni nyina be sa dey amom half na e free so no eti omo so sa no say yo
mani di ya unti omo kra de omunim sisi ai me ne ma ba me ensa na enum akasa obi anim de omo je enchamo enkomo no dey kwaya ni say omudi nkomo no na minister catch rom say pe de yati no and say o catch rom say ene na mo anye training na so kina so munye training dia coach ni o ene mamo mo match no
obi adam zazo
coach no e bia o say wan kan sa say de circulate na pe de ya ye no de tia ne say o say na mo so munye training na yate say o ma anya Saturday no ma anya ntinu an ohio mo ena ne so mo si anwumra mo nkoye de ane Monday Tuesday no mamo na dan ya mo a ye be ba ne ya ba ne ye bia 2 years no mu say omo under 20 ne next generation o mo ba no omo mom na ba be replace na mo bi enti ama e man bufuye enti se si you know
I read you so
Cats.
There's a come Casimbi. Send some no kind of Yasimbi. Yasimbi, Sabi. I read you so. I say we catch Ruby. But it's blaster place a Casomin Trinia. And Uncle Jordan to and a Semenyo to and a party to Wajaka Sabi.
A bedding
and some at wrong.
A bedding. Only the black lessons will be swapped black ones 15 years.
So don't do that.
That's who move.
Minister, Yena, as my cousin, the Ghana, dear football, we are the minister. Ghana, and Fuma, the other body party, now some of the MBBT, some people will be minister. Only who and you're going minister. Minister, because they don't qualify to be a minister and the party. And not because or your leader, because of him. You need people who are leaders and very good managers. Because what else? They need to manage situations. Shemaibai, you say depending to say coach Abansa.
Yes.
Obuwa. Utin odoko. Baako no timi kasa na wa akoma jojo na akofo. What you say? Pass some decathlon. Ebi a usrom say we are committed to me work me I promise you. So I'm going to do anything within my power to get you the money. But me slowly my ben wasem. Uchi ska na edding but na me no we meeting am ya me sorry akọ presidency akọ strong man panyi na me go to jogu form say bibi on to be tia ya abo bia o ka we get some sorry ko bobo no na say can some full say jero mo say mo ye be ban ye tia bu nyam be free na under 24 no om so baru wan drum sika om so be call strike ni asa ban ye
time agnes edu akomo bona na ye
how can you say this to people? How can you say this to a macro bobo a mabobo no the man say hu say e memu ano enti say mononi a ma no matete sa ni manase a na mononi ube ma mienu kwa no mu kisi ne ho a omo nyina matete sa sabi enzo se munu na koso nkumo mo so atete ase but here ha no obabobo kwa society sees oba no differently.
Yes.
You be so oba be ma oba no ai gase ne ho a sacrifice ye we nyina wakobobo na wini ne kakra wa na afama no na o sa hwe nanim ka say samunya training na am go training chade ne ball ma mo nkobo na ma ye be ban ye
chairman abuche de na o kan kra
ye be ban ye
abuche de na o sa o kan kra ne
o mama we na am so say tonye cheska no obi ade de ko bon bra because product so ma begu we minister we minister to be anu kan so we che ma
na abuche na unim de ma asem ne ya mo so your ba na o si akan wa abuche a usi akama club side yetua okayi chama oyo ba na bobo Ghana hasi na bobo club side uni future o brebre sa beto national team ni mu a ena nka obenya kakra dia kofi a wo maame na fa abutse ko he okobobo na ompene no sa amre no disika ba mama me aka so oh bo na okobo na me se me mpene no se na mfa so wo so say minister I can't say me mana enya man nko na chairman eye adama eye dangerous for man eye obi a oye oba opeso obobola ne maame e discourage no sa me no catch ni pakro say playing as a woman football in Ghana as no eye unproductive. Secondly, why do you say we num kwa we num beba by the asem na aka che omo so beba no say usi wo de why you say asum we mu nko mo de mu jabo a the next 2 years no amanfo for beba abo o sa ka kire omo beba bo the next 2 years ni say mo so mo ba de me dey we mu no there's a possibility me di be yamo na chama me say minimum bi wo kruma se a o sate so obobo pa no area ho pa no chama na fi kura mo mfi no e dia ne papa dia nya de ni aso den sa pienu akobo oba on tam pienu kono wa man fi ntem ofufu so se ye no yem for body news we wo so bo so sa na de si wo ba na wa anajo odi na musa usi akan ma Ghana ase na yo ba si akan Ghana Premier League and ma league no bon ma yeti aka say I'm not sure that they get paid more than even 1,000 cedis a month na sa obana bre sa bowra national team na national team no what the card 9,500 Ghana cedis a dollar chama me no mie no kura ba won chena me de o kana oni bia se wo be kan chema ma mitimi ko fi da bota yam ko fi one just canoe me the empty handed echo but depending on the way I be can only me be kasa no me ko fie ni nyina no me bonyo so de ba me bumfu the way you speak to me
easy target the mindset of having an easy target say obu ho abita kasa no rough obu ha untimi kasa no rough say Dr. Kokoti de meka me go jim sika boy Dr. Kokoti itimi kono kasa no ma edi babi white de meka iko bi white sa asem na Dr. Kokoti kan no anu aka what has it mean say hold na tare down because me join me timi no do on me kire no easy target ade ohwan no e ma no yes obabi ani wa obobo $100,000 a month and $50,000 a week we mo o don ba beto me officer e bi na ni minister ba ko na wa me hu na west o say ni nwa ba ko no o ja no coin Mustafa Chief oja okoye no ebi no de ye sabe ebubu afo no because hu say we mu de metake kamanya to obi antimi nkawe because obi anu e bia sabe na account mu go bia 50,000 Ghana dem na wo sabe predas enye minister na ba ye ya ka wo wa utiji no na be jato language mumbu so mo enye minister na wo ba ye because wo go dia ban bi achi a enka busa wa wo say wa braba na wo bo ani wo ye teacher Christian teacher so teacher na Christian no go say magacho aye chen kan ne de no me boa teacher for teacher to magacho kakra na
e be fan say
kakra 20% 10%. And that time na wo try de na no try de so fancy for us at this school no go be to language adam
that time for no $100 as na citizens sem no
go be to language adam but then nyame boa wa me wa kwa ban mu o tie condition mu obi abo woni ma fa ne se fa ho se ni ba ko shu mu se wonanka obidu ka 9,500 no be tell you no be ka sama o ka kire oba no wo ba mo ko screen shop ya mo yemo e man ba the pass am de ka kire om na minim zakat no so yesa mo de diplomacy better me ka joga na me dinazia you want be di minister no e no pon kan che wi nya de me muade
you ne misale asante
I was a ka je minister kachi wo bi anto so aba Joma me ne to no so aba and odo aba be show se be we ade ma no untimi kasa be some phones and che ma no mama no say you support who the odio bachi
say get ma ko
aba how can you do that I was say
I'm so be tune na enwumre
cat no makasa
ma ko ne tama ye di nkomoni na mo ko endi
say na cat no mje say asam ne me ya pa wo so say munye teni dia ene match na mambo
Ghana
unim de ntia FIFA Ghana de na call Brazil FIFA ba mu no kana World Cup qualifier ka FIFA fie kra na say three am nyoma ma obi afo mo but na the tournament itself so the integrity of the competition be compromise because we benya win without playing football and the FIFA the sponsorships no in hundreds of billions of dollars for the World Cup a big good tournament they can even be sued by their sponsors. The FIFA be jina musa ni esika no FIFA be tua Also, okay, says Canada must say, the Mamono. You bet 20 F and produce document. And just say they have an agreement like this with the team so that they just pay the money into the account. Because of the integrity. Beba, qualify and common found. I say, the minister is not thinking only or Jones. Now, you banny a marble crowd, no fans a marble no grab boy, and how I buy member bono. Wouldn't be intra. A member qualify for World Cup, Japan, US, Canada, Mexico. Odopa community jogo a year ago. Passport or Mojiji. Oh, go there. Omojiji. Ombeko. Na a Ghana phone you don't back into Ukabi. Because almost about just a Kamiama toilet. And I remember this Mujiji go for the cow, be sure at Yomaba. Tiamus Omo. Becoming himself, Memman Yomukamu Yambidichi Bamano. Obuwa Sabi was sacrificing even a relationship with the family, was sacrificing a relationship with the boyfriend. The society, a crow film could be unpenny because of a bubble. Think I was in Yaska Cran or Kohamo say, hey, gay, I got a boy money, my boy money. And no Kobaya, no Dakem, when Yesika say, and no chance president, and it's Adiano. It's all. Actually, Obedu was a crooked to everyone say, area no nonsense or Boboa. Obin could look down on Obano. Undianemia. The presidents under the Bianca say, Obuwa or a penny. Obo Juma. Saudi Juma no Nimia crash in the Pakunusu Nafaye. Hey, unless anybody Obia Unshia, President Mahamada. If you meet the man, you will love him. Me had the opportunity of meeting him, Dr. Kokoti, Ewo, Mamponte. Mr. Ojina, I'm for you. You don't know what I'm. I know you. Listen, I was shocked. Oh no, not any bodyguards or chairman. I'm so, Mr. President. No, yes, not to say like, only thing also be on me, baby. Or someone else. This man is very humble, and anybody who's had an encounter with him will tell you, very humble. It would be Busasenka President. I'm an American. Why? Can't even know job. Come back, Jones. Mr. Munyabotre and Mammy. What I say now? You tioka. Obiaba stand there campaign and until the length and breadth of Ghana. We need election. Oh no, I'm out. Upon who baby I'm as a J. National sports to Mamino. Obiba travel when you are. Which will go down upon the person to sabi. I can't some way and say umwe jai.
We need Mustafa.
And you said when
Mustafa you see if also the other disabled for no. What is the difference?
Difference. On the end of the kind of
disabled for Krajama and the idea of Bonamma.
And then your Mawiano Moko Morocco by your Moko good treats dinner near day. Vice President Yon Mudina, so my sports minister Castle, my idea. What has changed? What has changed is the sports minister at that instant. I'm not saying generally, that's how he is. In that instant, failed to show leadership. In that instant, at that meeting. On say, I say, Canon, who to me, Casan, where did the actor say, Darling Pope in interview, Jovan said, Darling Pope is going to do Darling Potem. Now they said, Darling Pope wouldn't at him. But news or did Omomutian because, you only probably Darling Pope question will be some more.
Yes.
Oh, it's your father said, if your girls don't have a no. We only in Crabia. I
was some George interview or Koyan Joy. And I didn't say, what I say, yes. Nadrian said they kind of brilliance or the tough questions on movies and if you for now catch. But on a more serious note, a ma Bob Black Star say, Jai in a job based in the Adiomunaka. Or baby or Bob Black Queen's name, we need Jai or Mama Bunina based in the Adiomoka. Now, if in a Hana, me what problem? Why a set the bonus structure, one a set up. Any ministry there. Who informs the players?
No ministry. He said if you have a free place.
So why have the FA not informed the players how much bonus they are going to take with the job? No, because the FA is so on your mind.
Maybe I feel no
to but they should let the girls know. Say
maybe they told me so many ministers. Say if a ministry say or review bonuses.
Okay.
It's jump the call. We review blast out the aba. The man they be no review my. Because the home crying and a review no so more and also we are kind of say bremo no my any because say fans a man then there yes and drop on could be brain said them it minister no transport go kasa nyadia or obia or a man or make a blaster what I say, can the blaster some no I you could try joy because can the blaster some no so about the pure what's the point I say and once a mad and the amount for attention you demand him baby I'm meeting the home. Let's not forget some man and maybe I'm going to secretary ministry no.
Yeah, sure.
So okay.
Yeah.
A man when they go secretary ministry etika uye minister na obano organizational was the institutional memory. Yes, you open just a man we are you say that Mamubu free Macofansin be by. So if you are the minister,
you have to
you show leadership
by avoiding
sub in previous a new book. Because a book no Yanumbia or my being pa Banu within coma. Tim say
difference will
a bug fear yansa
difference.
No, some men can cry. I told her, President Kufuor, to me, he'll be one of the best presidents this country has ever seen. They say, President Kufuor, this will be few years and a Ghana. And yet, the beyond the book, I'm very worried about Obia, a lawyer, Krumano.
How?
Beggar can few years, but the law. They pay the legal
standing orders.
What you say? Obia, your law. A few years, President Kufuor, what you say? I told her, I said, what is the book? No, say no. But no, what she say? With the book, how would the person feel?
Yeah. What will be that?
What will be the outcome? Then I make sure that is where you show leadership. Leadership. Seven previous. Over my, even in leadership, I say you're a servant leader. A leader who serves his people.
Exactly the point.
You are like a servant to the people. But in actual fact, you are the leader.
Yeah. But you are there to serve the people.
That's
why you are there.
You are servant leaders.
Yeah, mom.
And you will be a lord. On your noble in Yami.
Yeah.
On the Canasa has about Kyokoyano. Where you did the invite me. A booba for them. Yeah. Ibina Kofi Adams. Kofi Adams. Now Kofi Adams got to be a coffee crowd and go the county. Why teach any pain? You be the teacher. So to Ukraine, another of teacher-student relationship, but you'll be well informed in terms of how to deal with them. Master Omanpenny, Minnesota daily briefings. The regional minister, or Kruma, when say, you say, Oma president, a daily briefing. You say, who's a briefing? President briefing on actuals. And you told her, in the way some couple of fans messengers. Basically, Ghana for a can be well. Young Twaba. The club say, Minister Bakuna no. Yes, there was how the man I don't know. Never. Not to do say, as I do it, BBI. BBI and Aquam. I'm a to cry. Who's the man and say, Gabi Bagaze, Minister, a business of Mumbai. A dependent brief here call you. I just because it is the Gabi 7 predators or 7 you will be a penny. But that was or two or boy MPs on Mumbai. A briefing. But I understand that the President Mahama a pet Dr. Makuhina say brief no Binyano or background sir. It is perfect. It is Dr. Makuhina yes brief you know where a national leader of account region was a region for no and governor or engineers or casse a man who had young fason you because we believe you come for and I sent you for just say Oman Penny on one to the name sim Emra Memona to Suleiman and your problem Oman Penny could donate at the man that time he was in opposition. What I say Emra will for your problem I'm watch almost $10,000 now you opposition Mestre a man on case about minister who did a team and you was able to it's a man penny well free said Brazil the year wow free as a majanum omubu and intia yen cassette omo we were free man not pay be catch romo and a free from penny for so the one to last week and I got a tremano so you zoom cray ya omuzo one now casaro nasro omo say wow but je no so would you from omo now after that obehom sika sem naka because the minister you are elected he has failed to show leadership office on the morning tifie no keka bi tromo scanning yosika the model talk to petru unizem is the okrumen yom petru eni tua omuni pomuni tua ntina e don pake kana na agency so no ga dinta omuni time go be omuni jabi so ye ni tua Ghana for e jomo mbebe interview ayo nwo ka car this from na just so about travel to 2 hours agency so we are not say talk go out ni abufu amano abansika nensika newspaper am kan e dey omutim ye ne etua na woni pa bi sa no de say ya an say ye twa we nyina ma ade also ya an say think for us think na formulate policies e magana na yeyi na ne Ghana for kodi agro de Ghana din akokodi nkonim omko ba na esi omba beji omusika say yesika ne achedodo ya yensanka na that time abenya obi we na ga say dey teacher for ombe strike omo try but exams and go strike that time no mu hia to prepare students to go and write government so teacher on go strike that time we on strike that time na grab ebe exams it girls so omo be bobo no that is the best time to hold government to the balls. So by the balls so what I say no man panya be no man be ke bia chom se betua na ga some modi amunya ya me me ga san kan po ya go bia some bag no mu nyina akọ efi no makasa no mati ase dia efi no so en try efi no try say efi no assure me say almost from mo ba be fight ya piskara mo na that is how you speak to them they also know me no Maxwell o minister no anya de
because me crowd initially I was thinking say if you cry girls now they call meeting they be almost hey but the fact that almost selected leaders ne FA for na way pay there I think the minister has
now in Ghana so there you be victimizing leaders na say
sir
leaders no mo di animu no we eye woman say na FA ni back girls ka girls ni ya de ni tie FA ni girls ni so bench ba what you say
they be omega say minister net or ko baby or you
no but minister can say Andy, what about Baby Abo for it? Baby Abo for minister can say Ghana Premier League. Yeah, say casualties are them.
Yeah,
now I say casualties breaking is equal to go Zoma Sakino. Then say if one Sakino. Juventus was Amulusu Julaju. Oma Sakino. And they say Nations FC is Sakino coaches.
Yeah, Oma Saki 2 coaches. Nina Kasim Mengo, Oma Sakio.
Now some winning Adam Zago.
Yeah, Chairman, and some results in
here. Some record winning. What you say?
3-2 no. And no normally did 2-0. And Omubete Bako. And the time Omote Bako na Nations had the red card. Second half, and a Nations are share Bako na 3-1. And Omote Bako na no pressure no. Omushe Dinom said Debbie. I say ye jo mo kwan. Enti Kasimo Kanse Mengo. Ah, so much na. On Johnson Smith say omoko. Omoko game na.
Is it ompo na ne?
Ompo ball na news ne buy.
And omdomasi.
And omdomasi. They say they had to tell it there.
Is it Postacoglu there? Some Postacoglu there. A journalist at a press conference, press room or just of a press conference. Oma and a car for local job say he's no more the coach. Yeah, you know this is here. It's no press. Where's the man press conference?
Where Momo ye? So Momo ye nana and Babon say you know me.
I'm your press conference. If I'm your press conference near Sakio. Okay.
It just But Chairman Patoa and no has a folk Chairman na me anim no kre did it Dramani boys ne ball but also folk problem no Chairman and send ye di won komo ha say in terms of chances creation na omuntimi create chances no but e wo brekum week 6 omu create chances near 2 goals and na omu create chances but Chairman at the rate almost 6 chances
it was a 4 goal thriller na in your goals kaka. In your goals kaka. Many goal stars number 2-2 or Samuel Atekumi in the bull brace. I understand say Atekumi a target for as replacement for Abetamwa. He's a good player.
Yeah, very he's good player. And now on the LED goal king chat with 6 goals.
Okay.
So very good for.
Almost all from African team.
Yeah, my
friend. But go to me can answer me okay.
But Chairman,
Nane Amankwa. Now a very good friend of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the former player and Ghana Premier League Nipango who just say Omonko cry. The days of na.
But Chairman, I was a Fonsu complaining about stadium now.
I'm saying.
Almost say I say Accra Sports Stadium ne mo komu benya komumla Legon be bo. Almost started complaining. Supporters ni complaining ba. Oh. Mazi, almost started complaining saying Accra Sports.
No, but if truly say Accra, Lagos is situated. Baby, I mean, Accra stadiums baby on KO Zeus.
Stadium, ya more stadium for oh boy, we are safe show phobia near Accra Sports to Rubianim. She area Accra Stadium where Chinipa Craba and Ameboa also on my waiver.
Na chance we say me person
now born and yes the stadium night. Ya more and as I know be a new stadium no so based in yes you on Besaka say ya more.
Her chance.
No. Oh.
He did not even hit target.
Hamza Isa. And no chance. And no chairman first half no. Na has a full game. Omu dominated first half. Baby it was as a full. Omu nya 10 corner kicks. 10 corner kicks. Yeah. And no has attacking no. Na a faction. Omu transition is smooth but chances. Almost saying this.
Build ups.
Yeah, very good build ups. Chairman, you know. And no, there was a clear pattern of the Dramani. How and the transitions in it, no. Build up, no chairman. Sabonu anymore.
No, don't quite check a crazy. Challenge me by yeah.
Okay.
Overcome as man on both.
Yeah.
By not you say, I can't. Well, what was the on one side the ball? Advantage. Woman,
Referee Julian Nunu. Referee Julian Nunu on the D game.
The ball, no moment saying no. Every president can, but on the referee for any coach for no. Omen and Imri almost. No courses, Yanya more, no referee for no. Yan form and Trada Bakum, referee from the ball. Your mom will Premier League from morning to evening. Near Mama French coach on yard. The referee from Yard Pie Spain for no more Yard Pie. If Premier League from the Mama will be bring. Go be bring Yard. Oh, your basics, your Mama. Advantage. Nessa animal. Any offside say offside. Obi to me offside. No ball now man ho. Ball because na answer flag that's what you yeah, it's your ball no here. You pay. You be no referee man of the match. Or ball whistle say obi so back camera anymore say obi so ban you. You ball whistle say come see a pon. It's your own ho. Kensa her game anyway. A flow kama. A flow. How to fucking be any goal says Nyabo very good game. Very good. All the two teams in Nyabo pass ball kama.
And not the chairman house strikers no LT team they down. And not the Nyamianim chances are by you know. And now Kaba build up play. Hussein Omu ball na defensive line or pure bejibo beyond no moheno. Or Jibona no spread the play. And chairman clear cut opportunities. But Hamza Isa Omwa meaning Patoa. First half, no some killing game no, and no more second half. Bibiani Gold Stars 8 million game ni ma.
Bibiani Gold Stars so yeah, they are no
very good.
Now that Bibiani goes down soon, chances are.
No has difference, you know.
Anyway, it is saying no results until by the team of the moment, Pandu out of Lions.
Yeah.
Almost a Basakoli Stars 3. Mekanu Fia okay, me catro. Me say Basu for the man year preseason.
Okay.
On your preseason. Ni team no only ni wow bebre.
Okay.
And why are they also gumi? No that you more in yourself gumi another coach in Nieje. We just say be on money here. Yeah, no man a press conference no. Ibu ano no ako bu ano aye. Coach Bash we need by 3. Players na have to vote one on nyade no. And jom am team here you know. God being of course go on channel. God being ho Michael Epson, Antonio Usu. Aha. Second say, and just obey team man or coach the coaching on Mombo ball. Now go for Watara, Obi you referee coaching. Okay, anyway. Plenty out of Lions Sebaseke Holy Stars by 3 goals today. Adiana Stars. Adiana FC. Sorry, this is something from Adiana FC. I'm also Eshe Dreams FC Kaba comment to me ante. Dauda Sadibi and the Shego, the young apostles become Chelsea ball 1-1. Marvin also the Chelsea goal no, and Hussein Isa and the young apostles goal no. FC Samatex no Hawaii, Samatex Shomo come you know Mentimiante, Clinton Kumini Benedict Afo, and the goal scorers. Nations FC 3, 11 wonders 2. Emmanuel no about hat trick, but in fact, on both game you na no Sake coaches. If they see I'm Kasim Mingo and assistant Umbi other nations have said Yomedi. Reports saying that Kupagosi Fabian might be taking over in China. So, yeah, she said in Bisiako. Mediama, Eshe, Sodo Blacks, a Kaba comment me ante, Kamaradini Mamudu, and Eshegono. Now, after the game, Coach Ibrahim Tanku said this is the worst first half. The team Nabo, if it will take you over. See the worst first half on the team Nabo. don't know. Caroline should be chim come you a moment to me anti Abdul Rahman Yaya and I share the first gonna bless I and so I share penalty at the MMO and of course that's for game no highlights no at that TV no sort at that screen no so no into that's a beautiful finish. Yeah. Very very beautiful finish.
Berma and la chairman onuna Eyomu runs in
Bema Ban air cross.
On air cross.
Bema Ban say.
Yeah.
On also another speedster.
Yeah. Or a very good.
Yeah.
And now, Bibiani go starts for ne tries or Mubesi runs for men say. House of folk left back no or join the attack no, but now onya recovery ni ye. Obianso Shawama no. A Tomoje Bon are normal located Berma Ban or that side, the right side of the attack. No, not Jabone Diaba. Obochema na Andy Kumi a finish at their moment 2 goals and Andy Kumi ya. So fortunate for them, George Paku and Subenya the equalizer or restore parity the moment 2-2 and not a very good game, chairman. Very very good.
Well, 2 teams I already almost build up some Nisi Tiana and F. Hasbro scoring first. Baby go stars Ibenya leading by 2-1. Asana Hasbro get Tekano in the 69. That was about the 70th minute. But the last 30 minutes, the last 20 minutes, I'm pretty sure goal be a very terrible goalkeeping, you know, and I go far win now. And so by say Ghana Premier League, you know, said the no, but the table with Yama, Ababili the table with 16 points, and Ediana FC 15, Lions 14, Baby Gold Stars 13. FC Samates 13, Hatsvok 13, Omuda 6. Asante got that 9th with 8 points back on the court, 3 games. 3 games also, which will be 9. So, go to me winning now. Go top of the table with 17 points. Young Apostles who are 1 game on also, but in fact, teams will be and so goals, games. So, Samuel Atakumi leads the goal king chart with 6 goals, and so Pato. Na bibi aboko there. Nice one. Ai pa ai.
How often so buso.
Oh kaka
kan so aba.
Na me adum. Eso ka bibi na ajama. Na mai.
Chabo.
Dak.
Chabo be fi ache.
Ai.
Me say incidents isi enyina me ntimi mba je na me twam me be ho mfa me call hospital am say we the Chamwana member so na meet you baby am fa bia bo say taxis in stores be no mutie wasumpa chabo ye ba ya enye yi ja has e bo draw we na go is lose because I share supporters in here by somebody like Benjamin Asare or clean sheet na no keep na no so kwa na go general ba say no na ehun si enuanom bi na omutu kwan abrabo amwa omo masaba no na omo chocho ne magu Facebook e chocho ne masada no na dale
omutu kwan abrabo
amwa ma ko say obi akwa abichire na wentimi anto yi asase o de ko bisa safo abo o han obi dan ko bisa safo abo o ba na safo ndem ebi na grofo ya yi ye ka kire wo mu kan na o grofo yi over hype ye boy wa hano even 10 man against their cry bobo over is an trofo become wo and over hype ne to mu tirim and ye betimi abo na go for say mo park sunsuo da ho monye training ye water park ne so boot be na mo de bae sa ko to ko boot de ko boot na nya de
onka hasa sa mo do asam ne
chabo adaro dali po buza de tina men support ko to ko man nche ana ko je say onka nche Yesu Kristo say woni bonsam ya ka enye na ache omubom a me so me support ko to chamo de ko to ko fo ayeye no ka say ko Jesus no me ye do ne abone de enham yo o say ne ko jididi waye team waje adwuma o hasofo me men kan da o hwe adwuma didi aya coach ba ko no be say adwuma o coach ba ko no watara say watara bag ana no na wo show ana nsuo tusha say to afina papa na tisan o tisan minim sana papa na say true eno papa na hwe ase ano no iti didi o hwe obi ansa wo kasa has ball na efe say no misi bobo build up ne niam no efe but go say share against baby and go stars ye akose edu amemmo na baso na menchia no the players no mo ya de kama omo bobo it tells you say defense no ana mistake wo ana brabo no say mistake no ba no akotena say no akware two mistakes it me dem pesa me kan kire kotokofo ne say omo ntira mba via me pesa me kan kire omo ne say ayo omo tusu ndwa omo num ana over hype you work team no ana me amsam bo ha supporters na ye kofo mu wako folk no
ayo
wako folk ejaduma
yo
nti omo be ne ka kire omo say omo sinkran ya omo mpa mi chingolo ma obi a player ba ko bi anwo mi chingolo nti na your friend say sacrifice the idea you need a chingolo
Bichingolo, nine.
Yeah, Movanya Mongo African.
So, Safonsa no.
Ah, okay.
Safonsa no, and you ask so dear, Nipabi was a quadia by Fonry.
Ah, okay.
So what I say, Nipabi was a quadia by Fonry. It's Jaraba, Wabri Charles who feel like Cambo, Kotokono, and I make him once. I'm untomobo, and overhype. Some also in Sota, Momo, in a park and Sogus, Momos border. And then yet Tessaye, Grover is any Munino, dear bay woman. And one is almost Tomo player come you. Because in Kobe see your Koya was Samba. We are got 3 matches with an Obedashe. Obeshawan. Omo no babo nyina so ani abedam de me densa betamo mo ton na ye no babo. Se omo play no kwame wan wa bra. Kombugu so bra.
I'm sure recover until
recover ye babo wie kran sa no recover. Ye don't babo wie kra. Etimi de make catch supporters ni nyina ne se omo nya abotre. Abrabo ne nkukuru hwi ase wom. So atkotoko de ne hwi ase accident kim. Omo de omo bra kakapa omo de emergency. It has against baby no go stars no. Efe ye lose your ball draw. Do say yeah because who bow na so ball draw here. But still na you so anema be didi romani there. Say man lifetime contract. Because you heard there watara be ye pa na there didi ye ni mani mu ya de achamo. Lifetime contract yes the man. It Mr. House supporters. Ye ma ko mamra from. There a gradual process and nema be peke. Ama nema fa ye ne ko represent Africa. Ngofo ani je. Say what ye show mo kromwa. And you ko Jesus. Now do Baba Shawa was the question. Chamo Azemo de Canway. Yankani Babia. So I show was the question. Chamo, it's the head I never have used to ask Namobaju. There be young Quasna. Some will put you 12 points, man, for Beji. Yeah, and Chimu 12 Mubiani, Darefi. Dabe. Check your and the forest store on I had here. Yea, Urefi. That's not 12 points to be. Oh, I think about 3 seasons ago. That about 3 seasons ago, Liverpool the leading Liverpool lead this season. Nah, yeah, ever signed Liverpool. That time ever signed Liverpool, no. And no, you lead for 5 points. Nearly on 5 points, almost 1 game in hand, normally 2 games. I don't say any no. I don't say no. But I have a person no chance now. One manager last year we over your pop. Niji Arsenal lose you be put me full. I was already TV no. It ana Arsenal bobo and then koya na. Say there. I feel man you so pick. Now they change your coach no. You always say 1 GB bia. You be ready. But man you so pick you. Somebody second. When you know. It is Jabo, we never does in the Okoya Mamenchia, Mr. Latifo, Fun Farms, Ajaraba, Nebaba Musamo. Okay, Chair President Keto Kriku on the Black Stars qualifying in Amitima. Yabonabasa, Koyan Quebeca, Akoyinti, Omuse, Bianca Black Queens in Semi, Nina is in an answer, Omonga Nomonka, because Black Queens is also Yejuma. So Omo Yejuma, and I hope said ye, we see back Black Queens. On first our support no Mom Nef in the ministry, no, as soon as the Sefata, Tichamu, and Emabi, Ghana football. This season league na ebona enhye enema didana kwam wo de wo hwe coverage ne said your mo ye your mo ne bia say ne kakra bi we support wa ye league ne be fa ne ntoma pa enso de efra. Okay, I'll say good afternoon, my brother. I hope you're doing well. I am, father. Although I agree with you on the analysis of the issue of the striker in question. Please, can you recommend a striker now for Kotoko? Thank you very much, and God bless you abundantly. Reverend Father Gabi, Rev. Nyamisha, Zaga de Oma Uminabi. But said, I take me, Madison Mopeni, a good player, auntie. There's shots of a Bokuno, Obokurupa. Andy, Oboso, every day, the message about say, Kufia Dams, or say, he should be careful not to behave like the former minister. Okay, they said no answer. Anyway, H&H Gary. H&H Gary
Survivor Pack.
The Survivor Pack. H&H Gary. So say go there so to 2 by 5 CD. I is this H&H. Yeah, for 4. I.
Me 5.
I H&H. Unya na dia to. Je an what council kids. No ya you.
You go via Pierre can as much wa. So share H&H. Sir. Share to so on say bia why.
Now is say Lucas ye to go with H&H. H&H. But we share the bag. Or quite the old to know the good is they know the good.
I don't know. Sana serious with dinner. Sana offensive for 2 games here.
H&H Gary.
H&H.
It's no quite but you know be H&H Gary.
Yeah.
H&H Gary makes so they want for the
They say you know in the part of pepper choco energy.
okotobi say once you say bebre abadwa so to one to H&H sa o hwegu na boshim it imagine say o di say it want to H&H
ne say no
ah Thomas mo fast the school
oh fantastic the school fund the no obia H&H yes
survival pack mo pese mutu me ba cho mo ntro number we say here because I don't know you say obi eto 0249 717 777 0249 717 777 you H&H Gary 4-in-1 H&H Gary Choco Energy and you H&H Gary Soya ni nyina no de obeji bia no ekoyie pa na ma menka say Genjamet Dental Clinic aso so yanko we esan say obi a otu obi na so oral hygiene we nya opa ya ke na be ka osenwa aseme pa cho wo ye me no ka se bia na nka na wo se ne fita na mo obi de no e through medications ani ade ama ne sena sakala be ba cho fa ko Genjamet Dental Clinic aso e won be sa ma na fita e de ama wo san so na wo a ye ke wo pesa wo she silver and gold wo pesa wo she brace sana so pesa wo she permanent 80 me no ka se bia na e halitosis sabi pampan e ne free wonum eba e Genjamet aso e and also pia na fem penny fortune bo ase ne show ema wo enso timi to kama na make a Genjamet e wo e kuma Sabrepo Junction Bantama High Street ne total filling station on a tour and I be who Genjamet wo do kran so enungwa SHS ne nchen wa and a taximan aye Maxi Market Kenten Road and I be who Genjamet there then said Genjamet for essence home services nationwide the here so be your number na be free ye beba nyama be 0598 731 823 0598 731 823 now with a Genjamet for enkasa say pure sika pudo no eguso e koso na be dial star 426 star 18 hash star 426 star 18 hash now was select a pure FM ye about 6 lucky box sika ne sem the only one so register mobile money e wo network and is with them just a one so sika would pudo e de go to a pure sika pudo mo amode buru 18 years no modia shano so say approved e wo enely Caritas lottery platform so Mamen ka say medima fo eba clinic e be ko ni akwa ko din komo enche no mo be bon komo na afi no yehu sade ye yare betua tu anamo na yare sa enso be ba me ka kire be din komo no pi esansa twema wugo e wo rupa medima fo eguso ebo adwade mom mamen ka say eba internet ho nsam so dia nature se yensan Kenny Rose ho enko ba bia esansa Kenny Rose internet so sadaroma wono ena e provide internet connectivity area ma ye dedicated internet home unlimited business unlimited na no sabeka from a Kenny Rose internet solution. We say pay internet for live video streaming say Facebook and YouTube for Kenny Rose. What I set up no connectivity na come area ma no so my friend was 0208 282810 0208 282810 now when Kenny Rose and Casa Mamin Kel said the new STC GH Express ultra modern bus terminal no e was safu labor run about total filling station no net you pay and I want bra never said your buses no SC need drivers are train go come you don't know utu asundwemu ene de oko asundwemu ene de ba bedru yeko ayekumase akra kumase sanso ne buses ne bi kwata krade ebi nso ekota malekama na wankasa behwe modern waiting area bi ICC advanced ticketing system accessibility features event center shopping mall sani ade chesa restaurant except pia on nyasam getwa sana makan asafu labor run about total filling station no na chiwo pay and I will be when meso say over frame for ticket and reservation afrain it was 02 and it's 0557 943 607 0557 943 607 na trese uni omo enkasa won second e wo Gracio Geomat also ono nso no H&H no o fili choko de pa na ekoyie pa de but mamenka se menapa Royal Guest House na ye come na pa baby a wo beda wasum ebejo kama baby a security won samunya problem baby a yama rooms air condition rooms so na wonya full DSTV access a very clean hotel rooms and dema your generator just a you can hear so na ensu flow 24 hours no ejamina Royal Guest House 2 and 3 bedroom apartment for groups mope weekend getaway beba cho sabia wo baby na pese be peke wa your shatala e beba mina pa e wo Ushim School Junction baby a Grace Gift Hospital ne wono California full joint one mana we try number 0543 556 666 0543 556 666 Lawson Herbal Center Daruma Dr. Lawson the virgin doctor no what the Lawson Herbal Ministry no dia ba for obia we general well-being afei obi immune system no sounds na hypertension stroke no dia just diabetes or cholesterol level ekwaso so low no sounds na typhoid fever join this menstrual problems and afei when you where you know where Lawson Herbal Ministry Lawson local ministry enso ba bebo enamu ya radio say gonorrhea syphilis white candidiasis oba sabi wunya discharge bi ede pampa ebe gina ho no bomade so benum Lawson local ministry watin ka libido no ewfam jafuno chest stomach ulcer hawa Lawson local ministry fe oba chance say be man so de Lawson dilemma no ede bebo ma nyina pato bomade so be bia to nya na ewa herba any pharmaceutical shots free 0242 13357 0242 13357 Hills and Valley School Makacho sem na admission e be from enwofra no 3 months edikosi 6 years ye jemo so munyina amomrai na ntroma de Montessori trained teachers na child school no very conducive learning environment just teachers so many come fra no nyamesum kwaso and umtito school no so spacious playground matama e also modi agro so na nemo de ache no obre child ne abefo de ekode ekwanko ana security won sem so was ropa weekend school so esa ho patase just 5 minutes drive from a movie house or my Vega Shuffle station what my opposite to 0504 355 355 0504 355 na wonu amu enso enkasa ewo Hills and Valley School quick ones ewo birthdays na fe yenko enkopiemu enso ewo Medima Faso na afia monkomo ewo Medima Faso izan se ehun ehia pa na anope yemfa happy birthday sonko emfa Pius Kwam Nyameke Pius Kwam Nyameke papa the general Nyameke ne bano no enti ene Pius birthday ti ne papa si enwo happy birthday we student ewo osai chirihwe na se okes ena wo ene wanya 18 years o papa ena fe o maame ewura adwoa ene wunuanom nyina awomo asante mampon wo mo so mo we show a happy birthday to Pius happy birthday to you sanso ena happy birthday so eko ediama obaya ewo bonwiri say o won cry na ene your birthday papa say yemfa akunya we so ne we show a happy birthday to baya happy birthday to you sanso and I will say happy birthday kwadiama efia amufa ajiman aka Anwamu Junior from papa o grandfather Mr. Kofi Amufa CEO of Kumakus Enterprise Swami Magazine and say we share frey a happy birthday and so for my young gromu and so Medima for asoye na yentwetwe nkomo kakra bi emrise and say I also kwaja yaresa yanko Medima for asoye ni nkomo